This is a new format, Josh. I know that you haven't been initiated to it yet, but past couple of shows we've been doing it. If you've been listening, which I'm sure you haven't, because no one really has, we've just been trying to just be a little bit less structured.
Gotcha. In order to achieve
enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Yeah. What's it called, Levy? When you cross over to the next dimension? Nirvana. And not with a shotgun. So, Josh, what did you get?
Whoa! What the fuck? Too soon, man. Too soon.
Was that like 97 or something?
Blackout and shout! Ow!
Welcome. You have now tuned in to the Blackout and Shout podcast with your host, Mike Kincaid.
Can I tell you that Baby Yoda just annoys the shit out of me?
That's because you haven't watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, look at Baby Yoda, so cute.
Levy Curry.
Some people do all sorts of crazy stuff, like dinosaur romance novels. Those are really a thing. Taken by the T-Rex. A billionaire dinosaur forced me, ravaged by the raptors.
I wonder if there's audiobooks of them.
And Jed Vargo. He was always well known for wearing the Nazi outfit on.
Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Didn't he have the...
No. And he did not dress up as a Nazi either. So sit back. Mike, are you... Listen. Relax. Say, transform and roll out. And enjoy the show.
Doesn't say now recording anymore. What's that?
No. No, it does not.
It does say it on my channel, or on my server, on Fear Not Ranger. Of course, Josh would know that if he still played.
Oh, Josh, we miss you.
I know.
But
they miss you.
But you're just like, fuck you guys, I'm not playing. So I don't even ask anymore.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you and your D&D and your fun.
Basically. He's like, I'd rather just not.
Mike got to him, didn't he? Mike got to you.
No.
He told you all about pussy and how great it is. Ooh.
His wife's like, oh, we have more time to cuddle now, Josh, since you're not playing on Tuesday nights.
I like spooning.
Yeah.
Because spooning leads to forking.
I played Dungeons and Dragons and I'm a Dungeon Master. And I have avid amounts of sex. So I don't see the theory here. It doesn't pan out for me. I must be one of those mutants.
Rosy palms doesn't count, Jed.
I know. I'm not counting it. I get her off with a stick. I'm like, get away.
Jed's probably at that age where pharmaceuticals come into effect whenever he wants to have sex. So
wow, I'm not the one that has no hair and a big gray beard.
That's distinguishing.
Is that what we're calling it now?
The no hair. The no hair is genetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's straight, and the gray hair is I work with lawyers, so
stress.
Yeah, stress.
So you're like 30 years older than I am, so don't give me any shit.
Back in my day, you rapscallion, being player tap D&D on.
You are always like, whenever I talk to some people, like when we're dealing with like cloud projects or whatever, how things aren't working. Yeah. I said, I got this friend. I said he works in the government. I said court stuff. I said he still has Windows 95 on their computers there.
Not anymore. We upgraded. We're now running on Windows Vista.
Oh God. I think the 95 was better. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah. And they're like, what? 95? I'm like, yeah. So you just think how the court system runs in that state, huh? Woo. Windows 95. That's hilarious. That's a common theme story that I tell a lot of people.
This story is probably 5 years old.
Still 5 years old, and it's Windows 95. It's still that's still quite impressive.
It's impressive.
It's like, well, we're running Amigas here in Maryland. Still got the Commodore thing going. Is there a Windows thing now? That's crazy. It was this episode 165, the Blackout and Shout show. Thanks everybody for joining us. this evening or morning or afternoon or whenever the hell you're listening to us. I apologize up front ahead of time. Should probably do that every episode. Just apologize. Sorry. You know,
sorry. We're so sorry.
But you do have the choice. You have the choice to turn it off. You know, you don't have to listen to it unless it's by state mandate or something. But anyway, welcome to the show. I have with me recording digitally and from my over and under east direction, Mr. Levy Curry. Round of applause for Levy Curry. Everybody.
Yeah. Hey, we're recording.
Hey, Levy Curry.
How's it going?
Record. All right. And then to my digital isosceles down direction, Mr. Josh Lawrence, everyone. Welcome, Josh Lawrence. Thanks for joining us again.
Yes, hello. Greetings, gentlemen.
Filling in the gap that was left by none other than the other guest star that we usually have on the show, Michael Kincaid. So,
guest star.
recurring cameo that we have every other week. But yeah. So how you been, Josh? I haven't talked to you in a while, actually.
It has been a while. I don't remember the last time I did. I mean, we talked in the chat and everything, but I don't remember the last time I was on the show.
Well, I mean, that's not really talking. That's more like chatting with words. Typing. Yeah, it's more of a telegraph.
Yeah, I typed at you the other day.
Like versus, hey, how you doing? So, hey, how you doing?
Well, since we last spoke voice to voice, I finally got COVID.
Oh, good for you.
Finally.
Yeah.
Well, not really finally, but yeah, I managed to escape it this whole time and I actually got it, which sucked.
Was it all that you hoped that it would be?
Nope.
No,
it was not fun.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
I'm immune. My wife had it and, I did not know that she had it and, spit was swapped and there's no way that I could have not avoided getting it. And I didn't feel bad at all. So immunity, motherfuckers.
I thought the same thing. And then I got sick. The funny thing is I got sick with like a mild chest congestion. And then I didn't have a fever or anything. And then just one day I just so fucking tired, couldn't move.
Well, you smoke, right? Still?
Yeah.
Oh, you're double fucked then when you got it, I bet.
I haven't gotten it yet. And then this is the first time I got it.
You're like, my smoking is protecting me from...
Exactly. All the fucking tar on my lungs and everything. Yeah. That's just a shield.
This cancer is preventing me from fucking getting COVID.
Exactly.
This black tar coating in my lungs is helping me fight off the infection. There's people out there that think that way. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I learned the other day when I put this PSA in the chat, there is actually a large group of people, like flat earth large, that they don't believe in washing their hands at all for anything.
I saw your post.
Yeah, and I was like,
I thought you were being facetious.
No, it blew my mind. They think that what was their logic?
It builds your immune system.
No. Well, maybe I don't know, but the one person was saying that how they're like, oh well, back in the old days, they didn't have sinks and stuff like that in outhouses, and they didn't really have a lot of diseases back in the old days.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they did. Didn't you ever hear of fucking Florence Nightingale and Louis Pasteur and who's the other guy the other doctor? I think it was a Hungarian doctor. Everybody was like, hey, you know what? If we wash our hands, all of our patients suddenly stop dying.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
It's like, yeah, hey, nobody washed your hands back in the Middle Ages. Well, look what happened to them. Yeah, a lot of people died, Karen. A lot of people died.
Yeah. They're like, wow, hey, if I look at this, I washed my hands because I spilled coffee all over him. And now suddenly when I operated on this man, he didn't die. It's quite baffling. Let's look into this a little further. And then Louis Pasteur, he figured out I think the whole microbacterial thing. Yeah. So kill the microbes and shit on your hands and people will get sick. But nope. There's people they'll literally wipe their ass and will not wash their hands.
You know,
they'll be peer pressured. Listen, they'll be peer pressured at work, right? So they pretend that they're washing their hands in the sink, but they don't do it.
That's
just so they can
disgusting.
blend in, isn't it?
They get high-fived in the face.
You know, when I think that natural selection doesn't occur in the human species anymore, then these idiots go and prove me wrong.
Yeah.
It's actually nice to know that nature is still selecting people for extinction.
It's not natural selection because these people are still alive. These people just...
Oh, I'm sure that there's a higher rate of disease amongst these people. I'm sure that if actually smart, intelligent people went and did a study on these dumbasses that don't wash their hands,
right,
that you would see an increased rate of disease and death amongst the unwashed.
The Unwashed. That's a great name for them. The Unwashed.
Yeah.
These people okay, they don't wash their hands, but do they shower? Do they bathe? Or is it just washing the hands they don't do?
Yeah, you think about it, if they take a shower, they have to wash their hands inadvertently.
Right?
They wrap their hands in plastic bags.
I guess that might be okay if they take a bath and their hands get wet.
No, it's not okay.
It's not.
No, it's not okay, Jed.
Well, to them,
none of this is okay.
I was using their mental logic thing. Well, it's okay if I just take a bath.
They have no mental logic.
This week when I shower.
Stupid.
They shower once a week, 52 times a year.
It floors me that there are people that actually it doesn't floor me because you, Josh, and I perfectly well know that most people are just dumb. They're just... That's all I can say. I don't have any snarky comment. I don't have any witty retort. People are just fucking dumb.
And I apologize to the people out there that are listening that are fucking stupid. So, Levy doesn't mean
apologize?
Fuck personally to you. I mean, we just mean as a group of people in general that are just idiots. It's like, it's surprising, like, how many people you actually think that lack common sense, that they just weren't raised right for some reason.
If anybody listening to this show is one of these people that doesn't wash their hands, turn it off right now. I don't want you listening to us. I don't want you being part of our audience. Just go away and die from E. coli or something.
Wow. Holy shit. Yikes.
You're gonna. It's gonna happen.
No, listen. That's not true. I don't want that to happen. Don't listen to Levy.
I'm kidding. I don't want anyone to die.
Reflect the other members of this podcast. So
I don't want anyone to die.
Do some research on Florence Nightingale and Louis Pasteur. All right. I can't remember the other doctor's name, but do some research online, look it up, and then you can oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, that's, don't listen to the fucking rapper or celebrity that said that one time. Don't. That's just seriously.
If these people are the same people that believe flat Earth, there's just no convincing them. There's just no convincing. You can throw as much data as you want in their face.
But I don't think they're connected, but I could see
$100 as they are.
One leading into the other like a gateway drug. It's like, well, you don't wash your hands and the Earth is flat, then,
Well, I mean,
believing that dinosaurs were around, like 10,000 years ago too. So
both do require a distinct lack of intelligence and critical thinking.
Right.
So it does stand to reason that one could be could go hand in hand with the other, but they don't necessarily correlate.
And probably the people out there are listening that are like either flat earthers or like the Unwashed. They're probably like, I didn't even think about that being the Earth being flat, or I didn't even think about
if you're a flat earther listening to this program, shut it off. We don't want you listening to us either.
And now we enable them to have two problems. Not just one. Black and Shout, enabling people to have more problems than what they really need since 2007.
Enabling conspiracy theorists the world over.
I wonder if these same people think that Nickelback is a great band.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Nickelback.
Do you wash your hands, Levy?
Yeah, I wash my hands.
All right, good. Just checking. By the way, Josh, I'm talking to you from space.
Oh,
for all
really?
those flat earthers out there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I am. Well, the voice is coming from space. I'm not actually in space. I'm still in Pennsylvania, but my voice is being beamed to a satellite in space, bounced back off, and then being beamed back down to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's actually talking to us from the past. Like it takes 10 seconds to get up the satellite and 10 seconds to get back down to us.
That's true.
So he's actually predicting what we're going to say.
Right. And in that amount of time, I still didn't give a fuck. So, yeah, Josh. So how you been, man? What have you been doing with yourself, by the way?
I have just been working my ass to the bone.
Because the primary job or the parallel job of comic book. What is your title there anywhere? Comic book merchant?
Guru.
There's no fucking title. This isn't extravagant part-time job.
Well, what happened with that promotion that you got? I mean, that came with a title, right? At the comic shop.
Yeah. Oh god.
Senior schlep.
No. Senior bag and border. I still have no authority to price the comics myself. I still have to rely on a spreadsheet, but I can bag and board like you wouldn't fucking believe.
That's like getting the keys to the store.
Yeah, it is.
You're just not, not worthy yet.
Looks like Baggins Kincaid might have some competition.
I fucking told him in the chat, like, dude, I can do this is no joke. I can literally do a long box bagging and boarding in like a couple hours.
Like he's just being dramatic about
and all the ladies are like, what them fingers do.
Yeah, exactly. What them fingers do, boy. I used to be a bass player too. They used to love that too.
That'd be look what this thumb can do. Pow, 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 pow.
Slap at the bass, man.
Yeah. Slapping it.
There's a upcoming big comic book convention at the March 31st, April 1st, and April 2nd that I'm going to. That's why I've been working so much at the comic book store.
What's that called?
C2E2.
That's your big one, right? That's your favorite con that you go to every year, right?
Yeah, it is. I always have fun going there.
Where you see all the artists and stuff and shoot the shit with them, and then they slowly lean over and ask for security after you stay too long.
Yep.
Get this guy away from me. You saw Rob Liefeld there, didn't you?
Oh yeah, walked right behind him, told him to fuck off.
He was wearing sandals, wasn't he?
No, surprisingly, you couldn't even see his feet all that much.
He literally has no feet.
No,
he just walks on. That's why.
He just walks on peg legs.
No self-reference available here.
Right.
Damn it! If only I had feet, I could know how to draw them.
Like Charlie Chaplin, he takes like the two forks and the dinner rolls, and he's like, "Is this how it goes?" I think.
Well, these elongated Pac-Mans look close enough, right?
Oh, it's with Rob Liefeld. It's two knives, not two forks. At the bottom.
Bloodfoot.
You should probably get that checked by a doctor.
And trademarked.
Yes.
I just saw this meme on Facebook. I posted in the chat. It just makes me laugh like a lot.
Chat.
On air.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Penis ha!
I saw a meme post the other day or was it a video? I can't remember. I think it was a video. And the girls were like, "That's not the ocean." They looked like it was like going down the street and you saw this big blue thing. Looked like there was a sailboat on it. So like, that's not the ocean. That's like IKEA. Here, like the building was like blue and kind of set right into the skyline, like perfectly. That it kind of looked like the ocean was going out. It's like they're like, we're in Jersey. That's not the ocean. That's IKEA. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I'm sorry, I was looking at IKEA ocean skylines.
That's okay. Did you find it?
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny.
Is it?
Some of them were pretty convincing.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
So I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I said when you go back to a tab, it automatically refreshes on you. Does that happen to you all the time?
What, in like Google Chrome?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Must be me then. Maybe
there's a setting for like auto refresh that you have.
Well, it's a brand new. It's a brand new thing that just started happening. So I'll have to look into it.
Maybe there's an update that added that.
Yeah, I might have to check to see if there's another update that might have fixed that or not. I got a new phone.
Really?
I got a Pixel 6a.
Pixel 6a.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
As I hear the crickets.
That's the Google phone, right? Google Pixel, right?
That's correct. Yeah, it was on sale for $300.
Oh, nice.
And,
wow.
What year did that come out? Is that like new or is that?
Yeah, like last year came out.
Okay. Now, like to get that price, did you have to like sign up for a plan or
no?
Penis.
No, actually, it was cheaper to not sign up for a plan because I was like, oh, I got to get off Verizon because I was just done with it, and I went to Mint, Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Yeah.
$15 a month.
Mobile.
Yeah, $15 a month.
Are you the only one on the plan, or did you put the wife and kids on it?
The wife's on it.
Okay.
So the wife has unlimited, and that's $30 a month, and I have 4 gigs data a month because I don't go anywhere and I use my internet from home all the time now. It's a fucking hotspot. So that was only $15 a month. So between the two of us, it's $45 a month. And they had the phone for like $500 something, but then a friend at work told me that they were on sale, and I got it on Amazon for $300 because I guess the 7's coming out like in a month or so. That's why they discounted all the 6As. It's actually really nice. I was actually I haven't had a new phone in like 5 years, so I'm actually quite smitten with all the new things on it.
Ever fix that cracked screen?
The cracked screen. Oh wow, that was even older than the one that I had before that.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I had a Galaxy S8. S8. That's how old it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but no, I got that. It was cool. And I got a big BBTS box in here next to me waiting to be opened. They gave me
I'm glad.
They gave me the "you better ship it or else" email.
Oh.
You've been holding your shit for too long. So I shipped it all.
Should probably get that checked by a doctor too.
Yeah.
It's mostly Hasbro stuff, so it's not that exciting.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I actually haven't bought anything from Hasbro in quite some time.
It's a couple of like little pickups here and there. Like there's that Ghost Rider, Siren, the Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey. They popped out a couple months ago, and the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, War Duke and Bobby and Uni. Meh. Meh. And what else? What else is in there? Something else in there too. I'm trying to use my Johnny Carson mental ability to kind of look through the box, see if I can remember what the fuck else is in there.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah. The answer is 5.
5?
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I know. I can't remember anything else. There's something else in there, dude. Ah, man. It's some of their Hasbro thing, though. I know it's D&D and the War Duke thing. I did get a notification that the MDLX Cliff Jumper was going to be dropping soon. So that's exciting.
From 3.0?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Good call, Josh. I say those letters and people look at me like I'm fucking dyslexic or something. I love those figures. They're awesome. Can't wait for the Megatron to come out too.
Which version of Megatron is it? I forgot.
Which version?
I mean, what is it? G1?
G1 with a modern take.
Gotcha.
Come on, you know me better than that. Friends of life, friends buy Bayverse figures.
You let brother Kyle buy Bayverse
he got
stuff.
his at Ross for like $20. I mean,
he's got the unique toy stuff.
Yeah, he got it at Ross for like $20, I think.
No, the ones he got at Ross were like the movie masterpiece stuff.
Right. He's got the unique toy, the MP scale ones.
Listen, I'm not his keeper. All right, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So it's just you try to teach him right way. Say don't do this, but you got to burn their hand anyway, before they find out that Bayverse is just not for everybody.
It is not.
So yeah, so I got all that shit, and trying to think if there's anything else.
Are we doing hauls too?
No, we're not. Like this isn't. This is a new format, Josh. I know that you haven't been initiated to it yet, but past couple of shows we've been doing it. If you've been listening, which I'm sure you haven't, because no one really has, we've just been trying to just be a little bit less structured.
Gotcha.
So,
in order to achieve
Zen
enlightenment,
enlightenment,
yeah. What's it called, Levy? When you cross over to the next dimension? Nirvana. And not with a shotgun. So, Josh, what did you get?
Whoa! What the fuck? Chad.
What?
Jesus.
That's like a 20-year-old joke. How long ago did he
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Was that like 97 or something? Wow. When did he die? Anyway, I can't remember. Kurt Cobain.
Oh my God. Really, Josh?
God. I pulled the Levy and I ADD kicked in for a second there.
94. Jesus, Levy. That's a almost 30-year-old joke right there.
It is not too soon.
It was.
In fact, if you don't make a Kurt Cobain joke every day, it's just,
You're just a wrong person.
It was not too soon, like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
God.
Too soon. Anyway, what have you been up to, Josh? Besides working at the comic stores or you go to the convention? Blah, blah, blah.
And making horrible jokes about Kurt Cobain.
That's me.
Wasn't me. That was Jed.
Yeah,
oh, well, I don't know the difference.
And it was a good joke, not a bad joke. Because you thought it was terrible and still laughed.
That's okay. I really don't care because I can't stand Nirvana. So,
I have actually been kind of out of the collecting game for a while, just due to
drugs,
fatigue,
drugs,
crack.
No.
Like, I'm gonna collect crack rocks.
No, it's just the way things go.
Bath salts.
Actually, it's Tide Pods.
The poor man's crack.
Make my own meth using battery acid and a Gatorade.
Seriously, the poor man's crack is probably just paint. Just fucking spray that in a cap and huff that shit up under a fucking towel. You're good to go.
No, it's the whipped cream canisters. They huff that.
Oh, the Whippet?
Yeah, the Whippets.
Oh, fuck. I haven't done a Whippet since the Pink Floyd concert. Jesus Christ. I didn't think that was still a thing. I thought that was like, I thought that went out fucking with hand jobs. No, not trendy anymore.
No.
We used to buy balloons at fucking concerts that were just basically Whippets.
And they're done that.
Nitrous oxide.
Yes, the CO2 cartridges. Yep.
No, not CO2, NO2. CO2 will kill you. Yeah, CO2 will kill you, buddy.
Listen,
can you tell I used to do them back in the day?
If anybody is listening to this show, which the chances are there might be a couple, please do not do any of this crap that we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah. Well,
Blackout Shout said we could do drugs. They said drugs are good.
Most of Blackout and Shout do not sponsor, promote, or agree with any type of drug usage whatsoever.
Or inhaling CO2. Right.
Or drinking bleach or any other fucking stupid shit you heard of fucking online.
Eating Tide Pods, shoving condoms up your nose.
That euphoric feeling you get from the CO2 is actually your brain dying from lack of oxygen.
Can you imagine just have somebody just stand there and just do all the stupid shit that they fucking read about in the past 10 years? Like,
oh my God.
Tide Pods, fucking Ice Bucket Challenge.
Wait, the Ice Bucket Challenge wasn't that bad.
It was fucking stupid. Sorry. You want to donate money? Just fucking donate money. People were falling off of fucking roofs and shit like that, fucking killing them. Anyway, I'm moving on.
People were idiots, okay?
Not washing your hands.
If you dumped ice water on your head, that was harmless, okay?
Voting for people who shouldn't be in office. Let's see, what else we got?
Remember when Pokemon Go first came out and people were walking into fucking ongoing traffic and
eating spoons of cinnamon challenge? That
was just funny to watch. I mean, that wasn't really that harmful. Was it? You could choke on fucking air.
No, you're choking on the actual cinnamon. Because some people would swallow that shit like fucking they're eating a ball of dirt, which is basically what they were doing.
And you would suddenly start coughing because it dries out everything in your mouth and throat, and then it gets in your lungs and starts burning. That is not from personal experience. I've never done the cinnamon challenge.
I call bullshit.
I made somebody
seriously. I have never done the cinnamon challenge
myself. It's like it's stupid.
Levy, would you do the cinnamon challenge if it meant mainlining a line of cinnamon off
mainline
Helen Mirren's ass?
I'm torn because I have no interest in freebasing cinnamon. But at the same time, Helen Mirren's ass. So she has a bump of cinnamon on her nipple. Do you do it?
I used to have bump cinnamon.
Well, I mean, if Steve-O could snort wasabi, I think I could do a little cinnamon.
Okay.
Do you guys remember? Banaka?
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to have some of that.
We used to snort that. We go,
what?
Yeah. Yep. That was a challenge that we did in high school.
Jesus. I just would spray it in my mouth like a normal person.
Exactly. Or remember when Ace Ventura came out and he sprayed it it wasn't Ace Ventura.
Pardon me, do you have any Banaka?
That was Ace Ventura. No, it was Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
What, the Banaka thing? No, that was Ace Ventura. He's talking out of his ass.
Was it Ace Ventura?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or he sprays it in his mouth, but it doesn't look like he's spraying it. He sprays it on the side of his mouth.
No, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe, but no, I'm talking about the whole talking out of his ass bit. You know,
the ass bit was in the face. I thought that it was Harry and Lloyd. I thought it was like he sprayed his brother in the face when the Banaka thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that was Ace Ventura. I think it was Dumb and Dumber.
Well, no, the spraying the Banaka was that was Dumb and Dumber, I think.
Right,
but
that's what I was talking about.
But the whole talking out of his ass thing, some Banaka, that was definitely Ace Ventura.
Mm. Yeah. Good times.
I had a couple of notes written down. I was going to ask you, Levy, and is it all? And this is a weird question, but the next sentence afterward will kind of alleviate the weirdness of it. Is it okay if I buy April a gift for April Fools? Because I want to get her a Bozeman's whistle and have it because she can't whistle. Getting her a little Bozeman's whistle would be really fucking funny, and I have it shipped to your house, and then
please do.
Okay.
Please do, and then put a note on it says, "Do not open until April 1st."
Because I was like,
next weekend.
I was gonna do it, and I was like, he might find that weird that some dude's fucking buying her presents and stuff like that. So
because this shit's gonna be funny.
Yeah. I thought maybe you could have her open it up on Tuesday when we play or whatever, which is gonna be the 3rd or the 4th. But yeah, I was gonna do that.
Okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that would be great.
Wait, that's good shit right there.
Cool.
You're right now, man. Yeah. That's funny.
Speaking of you, Levy, how have you been?
I'm doing okay. I'm feeling under the weather right now, man.
Yeah. Not washing your hands. We'll do that.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I've been feeling a cold coming on for the last couple of days. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
See, if you don't go out anywhere, you won't catch any, illnesses.
I don't go anywhere.
It's the burden of, not being able to work from home.
Yeah.
You have to deal with that. People.
That's true. Plus you, Josh, I bet you're you deal with all types of fucking weirdos walking around that place.
Oh God,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. The courthouse or the comic book store?
Yes, to both.
Which is worse? Which visitors are worse?
I would say the courthouse, actually.
No, they're about as equally,
Maybe
worse.
he sees them at the same place at the places.
Oh shit! So hold up.
I remember seeing you.
Did you make bail?
Did happen. That actually did happen.
Did it really?
I was working the comic book store, and this customer comes in drunk out of his fucking mind. This is the best thing. He's drunk. He buys hundreds of dollars worth of shit.
Put me away.
No. He didn't even know I worked at the courthouse at the time.
Oh.
So he comes in, buys I want to say $150 worth of shit. Okay. Drunk out of his fucking mind.
Comics, right?
Yes.
Okay, just
comics, figures.
Oh, you're talking about doing lines and stuff like that. Anyway, go ahead.
No.
So comics, 150 comics. That's like, what is that today's price? That's like, what, 10? Even dozen
back issues or not.
Even dozen
it was,
books.
It was like comics and like figures, I think.
Oh.
So like a month or so goes by. Maybe a month and a half goes by. And I'm standing outside the courthouse. I'm on my break. I'm just sitting there relaxing. And this dude just screams, "Hey, yo!" Fuck, and I look up and it's the fucking customer. I'm like, oh shit. So he goes inside and I find out what happened when he walked in. He had fucking outstanding warrants.
Nice.
So what are you here for? Public drunkenness.
Nice. You felt like Spider-Man when he let the fucking thief go and he killed his Uncle Ben, right? You could have stopped him at the comic book store, but you didn't, Josh. You didn't.
No. So I find out there used to be a 7-Eleven by the comic book store, a little convenience store by the comic book store, and he went in and like berated like somebody that worked there and like pushed him around and everything. Is misdemeanor offense.
Nice.
With no power comes no responsibility.
I have to stay neutral.
I had jury duty a couple of years ago, and
how boring was that?
It was pretty boring until it got near the end where we had to debate and stuff, and everyone was debating about.
That's right, you got picked.
Yeah, everyone was debating about like drugs and how you sell them, and nobody knew what the fuck we were talking about, right? So like, oh yeah, you need the baggies, or majority of the people that were chosen were like housewives, so they didn't know like how somebody was selling crack. But fucked up part is like we were like, yeah, he's guilty, so he's fucking guilty. Never gave a receipt for this or whatever that he said he was spending the money on or using the money for. So we were like, hey, he's fucking guilty. So
why do they give receipts for buying drugs?
Well, no, it was like those things, like one of those, because he had a large amount of money. So he was like, I went to the ATM that day, but he never produced any type of ATM receipt or any type of bank statement saying that he withdrew money. It was hearsay. Anyway, so the weirdest part was that after, we deliberated and dismissed and all that shit, he was fucking standing outside smoking a cigarette. And all the jurors were walking by, were like, do, 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 do. Yep. Not gonna look, just gonna walk to my car. So it's quite a weird sensation, like walking by someone that you've committed to jail for felony fucking crimes. Federal fucking crimes. So anywho, let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, Levy not feeling good. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Well,
is a lack of pot brownie.
What's that? It's the
When's the last time you had a wheat brownie?
No, I actually haven't had any brownie in a while.
Oh.
I might have one this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, see, maybe that'll make you feel better. You're going through withdrawal.
No, that's not it at all.
I don't think they have withdrawal.
No.
Oh, I went to an arcade last week, over in York, down outside of Harrisburg. Yeah, It was pretty cool. It was the fuck was it called? Time? I forget the name of it. I'll have to look it up, so that way if anybody is listening to the show from that area, they could go check it out. It's actually really cool. They had like actually liked it a lot better than Yestercades. Actually, it was bigger. There was more games. They had a nice variety of them and stuff like that. Like I was saying, I was playing like a Godzilla pinball machine game, and the whole fucking thing was just shaking. Like it was awesome. Yeah, gave me fucking carpal tunnel. But yeah, it was cool. They had all the fighting games like right down the line in a row, and they had that Star Wars pod game. You guys ever see that one?
Yeah, pod racing.
No, it's a pod. You actually open up a door and you go into a pod and close the door, and then the game is projected on the screen in front of you, and it's like you're in a fighter pilot type of sit. You sit down, the two controls, one on each side of you, and it's projected. The projector is above you and projecting on the screen in front of you, and it's like you're actually in the fucking fighter ship, a starship, and when you take off, or you push, on the accelerant like real hard, they have fans that blow air at you, so it makes it feel like you're actually in the, I don't know, in space, because that's where air blows on you. I was, when maybe if it was like a barnstorming game, that would have made sense. But yeah, I was like, oh, the fucking air's hitting me. Like, that's kind of cool. But wait, I'm in space. There is no air. But it was kind of fun. What else did they have there? That was kind of neat. They had the sequel to Tapper. You guys remember the Tapper game?
Yeah,
I remember it from Wreck-It Ralph.
Was it root beer tapper and beer tapper?
Well, there's a couple other ones. There's some Japanese ones too. But this one was it's called Chopper.
Saki.
Chopper, I think. You had to chop down trees. You were like a lumberjack.
Mm.
And bears come at you, and they have bees where they throw fucking bees at you and shit. It was kind of cool.
The bears
Not the bees! Not the bees!
That's what I kept screaming every time the bees would drop.
That's great.
But yeah, it was kind of cool. It was the same idea. Like you're tapping down, like you would, like play Tapper, but you were actually swinging an axe and chopping shit down. I tried to run after the bear to fucking like hit it with the axe and kill it, but it wouldn't register. And I was like, oh, that's right. This is pre-GTA. That's right. Speaking about GTA, I saw an old Control-Delete comic. I was flipping through a book last night, and they were saying about how the release date for the new GTA, which I guess was 5 back then, or 4, they said it was delayed because they were trying to enable Kinect and motion abilities to beat up prostitutes. And the other character was like, that's not why it's still, well, maybe.
Did I ever tell you how in GTA 4 I role-played my character as a serial killer of prostitutes?
No. That's quite interesting.
Nico Bellic, the main character of GTA 4. Yeah, in my game, he was a serial killer of prostitutes. I would go and hire a prostitute in my car. I'd be driving around, find a prostitute, pick her up. I take her out to the park at 2 a.m, right?
Yeah.
Nice and secluded, right?
Yeah.
I'd pay her money to do her thing,
Feel safe.
Right, absolutely. And well, for me anyway. And when she was done, she'd get out of the car and walk away. Well, after she got out of the car, I'd get out of the car, knife her to death, and then take the money back.
Everybody did that in Grand Theft Auto.
And just but like I was role playing. Like I was actually killing her because it gave me sexual gratification.
Because of the things that happened with his mother.
Well, I mean, not me, but Nico Bellic. It gave Nico Bellic sexual gratification.
Actually, Levy killing the prostitutes.
Yeah.
The character.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. It was role play.
Sure.
Speaking of reading things, you and I got a chance to read at the comic book. We got an advanced copy of Astrobots, the comic book.
Oh, a comic? Oh, really?
Yeah. You know who's writing it?
Jed? Hello?
Did we lose Jed?
No, sorry.
I was saying Jed. You asked who wrote it, and I said Jed.
Oh, no, I didn't write it. I can't take credit.
Simon Furman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if he watched Harris's video for reference and inspiration.
Maybe. Actually was a comic book that we got that from.
Was
it? We took I took the opening from the opening panels of their comic book that I thought it came with the first Astrobot with Argus.
Well, I don't know.
The comic.
I don't remember.
Didn't you get a comic with it?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember anybody getting one.
They had it online. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just an online thing.
Did Harris credit them?
Well, Harris was actually asked to do it by those people.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that whole thing that we did was requested by the people that made the Astrobots.
Oh, really? I never knew that this whole time.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Yeah.
So I did some actual official fucking promo work for Astrobots.
Yeah.
And you didn't see a dime.
Nice. I don't need a dime for that. Just knowing that I'm a part of that.
Yeah.
Fulfills me.
Yeah, the comic book was actually pretty good though. It's very how do you put this? It's
not as good as my performance as Apollo.
It does
that was some Oscar-worthy shit.
That was really good.
That deserved a Razzie.
No, wait, what did voice actors get? Nebulas? No, that's science fiction writing. I can't remember.
Well, whatever it is, I deserve one.
Anyway, you should have got it, Levy. Yeah.
If you guys get the opportunity, I would highly recommend you read it because it's actually really good.
Cool.
Speaking of Astrobots, I have the
Perez did it cover. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Speaking of Astrobots, I got the first female one on the way. She should be arriving according to FedEx, should be arriving tomorrow.
What's her name?
I don't know.
That's a weird
because
name.
There's a couple. There's the female Astrobots are.
There's two of them.
Like Athenia, I think is one of them.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a second. Jesus Christ! All right.
Damn it! I want to know.
You're right. It's Athenia.
Yeah, that's the first one. That Athenia. She's the green. She's the green one. Yeah, that's the one that's on the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. I want to put her in many sexual poses.
I think they're re-releasing Apollo.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It's the debut of the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one you got was Apollo, Levy?
No. I've gotten every released Astrobots figure. I got the two Astrobots, Apollo and whatever the gray one is with the guns on his hands. Okay. And then I also got the two Spider-Bots.
There's a lot of different variations of them in the comics.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get that like exclusive one with the cowboy hat and the poncho.
Was it one with the cowboy hat and a poncho?
Yeah. It was basically, it's just a repaint of Apollo, but they gave him like a cowboy hat and a poncho.
I don't have the whole thing anymore, but I found the first 2 pages from it that I based the animation stuff that I did. You can see the text is like word for word that I did the voiceover for in the beginning. And then there's the whole, ship and stuff like that I modeled and how it dropped and stuff. So yeah, it was like based off of this original comic art that whoever did that way back when. I'll have to see if I can find the whole thing.
Who drew this? Do you know?
One of the guys that did the, I think there was 2 dudes that did the whole Astrobots.
Right.
And I think it was one of the dudes that wrote it. The other guy did the art.
Oh, it turns out that there's like a whole bunch of recolors and remolds and stuff that I never got. But like there's this one. So it was actually 2 different figures I was thinking of with the cowboy hat and the poncho. This one has the cowboy hat, and he looks like he's got a whole cowboy theme going on.
Yeah.
And then this one here is like a battle damaged Apollo that comes with the poncho scarf thing. And then there's this like green and purple one that I would actually like to have gotten if I'd known about it.
Don't forget that.
Actually, I would like to gotten the cowboy one too.
Don't forget that you are still immortalized in the video.
Yep.
Look at that.
USS Levy Curry. I think it was USS or whatever the hell it was. Abbreviation.
Something CG.
TCG.
Whatever the ships are called. I think it was in one of the panels in the comic.
I have this one pre-ordered. This one looks badass.
That one does look badass.
Actually, here's a better picture of it.
Is it like a mech suit for a mech?
Mm-hmm.
It's very meta.
Yeah, it's this one's actually better. Hold on a second. Oh, actually, here's a nice one. That's a nice size comparison to Apollo. It's a bit bigger.
Cool.
Yeah, that looks badass.
Yeah.
Very excited for that one.
Gives you the whole like construction
power loader.
Yeah, power loader type of look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What was the base price for Apollo when he first came out? You remember?
Dude, I can't remember. They weren't too bad. They weren't too expensive though.
Yeah,
right.
As I recall, I think they were like something like $60 or something maybe. I mean, for a figure that size with that level of articulation, that was a fucking steal. And with electronics in it to boot, yeah, that's a fucking steal.
And did you get the spider dude thing too?
Yeah, I got both of those too.
Nice.
Oh, that one you posted, the one with like the power loader. Looks like it comes with drill bits for the hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if this one's a Astrobot also, but I think it might be made by the same people that made Astrobots, but I don't think it's an actual Astrobot.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool looking.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Yeah. Bland and boring, if you ask me.
No, I like it. It's cool. Well, I think it like transforms into like a box. Well, you know, those Beast Box things are pretty popular now, so.
Dude, they are fun.
It transforms into a box.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just Soundwave.
Not even. It's more like a crate. just a crate.
This picture is funny. It's just Apollo going, ta-da!
So they have all the pages up on their Facebook site, but the cover says Aaron Thomas on it.
On the Facebook page?
Yes, Aaron Thomas for Toy Notch is I guess credited for probably wrote and probably drew the first comic.
Is it the Astrobots Facebook page or Toy Notch?
It's the Astrobots 08 Facebook page.
Okay.
Here, I can send you the link to the first image of it. Robotic Space Colonization Force.
Yeah.
It's all in it's either Chinese or it's or whatever. I honestly I don't know if it's Japanese or Chinese or some other language that I cannot read. But anyway, wait, is this in English? No, that's definitely, I think. Well, that's Spanish. They must have translated it into a bunch of different languages, the comic, which is quite cool. Oh, there you go. Yep, I found the English version. Art and story by Aaron Thomas. There you go. Produced by Toy Notch. That was April 6th, 2018. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, wow.
So 5 years.
It seems like longer. Isn't it? Or is that just me?
Well, let me look at my project files here that I have. Nope, August 2018 is when I did the whole thing, the whole video.
Mm-hmm.
So probably recorded that stuff before that then.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Oh, speaking about Astrobots, I was watching this like older mid-90s anime. It was like on a YouTube channel. It was just like a random thing, and I can't remember the name of it. But they were like a bunch of biker punks, and they were like, you know, they had a couple of them had like Akira type of bikes. Some almost had like normal motorcycles. But it was kind of
Biker mice from Mars.
No, they were humans. They were like like cyber. It was like a cyberpunk type of thing, and it was kind of cool because the motorcycle would transform. Like they would like do the thing, they jump off a ramp, and it would transform into a mech suit and like surround the rider. And then they had like a kind of like a little mini like Gundam or like more maybe like a Patliver type of mech suit. It was kind of cool.
Sounds like the Unrustable Bastards.
Did that happen? I thought they were both robots though. Like,
well, yeah, they were. Like they actually became the chests of the robots.
This was like a human riding the motorcycle, and then it would surround him like a mech suit type of thing. It was pretty neat. You guys all caught up with The Mandalorian?
No, I did not watch this past week. I'm still even behind on
The Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Really?
I still haven't caught up with it. Yeah,
it's the same show.
Pedro Pascal escorting magical child.
Yep.
Did you see that one group? Like there was like the cat. They said it was Pedro Pascal.
No, I didn't see that.
Cat. That was the cat's name. His name was Pedro Pascal.
Jesus,
that's funny.
You didn't? Oh, here, hold on. Let me see if I can find the one too. I know you guys would appreciate it. It was a dog thing. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, by the way.
I'm sorry. I'm looking up seeing if I can get something delivered to my house. The bookcases, and every time I try to go to fucking IKEA to get them, they're always sold out. So
I just picked up hopefully my final 2 cases that I needed shelves and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I bought a 4x2 Kallax, and then I bought another one of those whatever the fuck those. I can't even remember the name of it. It's like the metal with glass and the doors and the locking and all that stuff. Can't remember the name of the shelf, but it's cool. So I got 3 of them.
So one of the reasons why I'm going to C2E2 is I'm going to get some shit graded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I sold 2 weeks of vacation time, so I'm going to get lots of stuff graded.
How much did they hit you for at the convention?
For a ticket?
No, for the grading.
It's just standard pricing. It's not like I got to pay anything extra.
Well, don't you usually have to have like a membership?
That's great.
Right, you got to have a membership, but that's like a yearly thing.
Yeah.
There's different tiers you can do.
Yeah, so you have to still have to be a member.
Yeah, I posted that one about the dog too. I've seen that.
It's great. Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Dog one is funny.
So anyway, Josh, back to my question is that if you go, I'm assuming CGC has their own booth, right? And would it say, hey, are you a member? And then
it's usually you just log in. Well, last time I went, you go there, you sign in, and they'll text you when your spot's available to get your stuff graded. Because everybody and their fucking uncle goes there with like bunches of shit.
I was gonna say I'd be surprised you even get in.
It's usually not that long of a wait, but it's a convention, so you can like walk around.
Question though.
Convention. Yeah.
If they're in that type of situation where it's like they have to do this, do you think it's like just as good as a grading as it would be as if they were like in the office doing it, like not under pressure or a bunch of fucking sweaty guys fucking breathing down their necks going,
so we have 2 options.
I want to get that Darkhawk #1 and get my million.
You have 2 options. You can either get your stuff graded there, or you can drop it off and they'll take it to Florida to grade it and mail it back.
Right.
That's what I usually do. Is I usually have
where they swap
off stuff,
swap it out with shittier versions of the book, and then sell it on the side, making lots of money.
Probably.
I heard that's a rumor, but that wasn't with CGC. That was with the other one. What's the other grading company?
CBCS.
Who?
CBCS.
Yes, that one. Yeah, that's just a rumor. I'm sure there's no proof of it, but yeah, people have said that they've submitted books and they got the wrong book back. Like
doesn't surprise me.
Shittier version of it and lower grading than what they thought they would be.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
So if they graded there, that's what I was thinking. You're like, takes to be that you think they want to try to knock out a bunch as they can while they're there. Wouldn't be looking at it as quickly. Like 9.6, but wait, there's 9.6, and that's it.
I don't know. I if you get it graded there, you have to wait, and it could take literally the entire fucking convention, or you have to come back the next day.
Well, yeah, because they got to put in the case, they got to print out the header on it, and all that shit.
Which I usually don't go for it. Like I said, I usually just get my stuff sent down and everything.
You get it sent out. Okay. So how do they hit you up? Do they hit you up like a certain price per book, or they hit you for a % of the value, or?
It depends on what you're getting. Like current, let me see here what they fucking have. I usually don't do like the most expensive things. I usually go, grading scales. That's what I'm looking for. And that's not what I'm looking for, actually. Who wants a 0.5? Who wants a 0.5? Seriously.
Really? Ugh. Someone actually got a 0.5 book graded?
Oh, it's just one of the grading scales, and it's like, who the fuck wants a 0.5? I mean, really.
It's not even worth the price of grading.
No, it's not.
Amazing Spider-Man #1. You still get like $100 for it,
So anything modern, it's usually like if you fast track it, it's $15. If you don't, it's $20. It's like $24 per modern book. That's like from like 1970, mid 70s till today.
Mid 70s till today, they're considering modern. I would have thought they would have. Well, I thought it was the 90s is when they cut the book smaller.
Actually, it was in the 80s or late 70s, early. Yeah.
I thought the modern sizes were in, like right around when they were trying to mass produce as many as they could and get more
it was
money.
The 80s. It was late 70s, early 80s. Think about what came out that era, like the late 70s, early 80s. You had Secret Wars, you had Crisis on Infinite Earths, I should say.
You know what I mean by like cutting the book smaller, right? Like
gold, silver, current. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm talking modern. Not that I don't believe you, but I don't believe you.
All right, well.
Ow.
Because
disrespect.
I know that the size of books from the 70s and the 60s and everything, and earlier than that, were way bigger. And I know that like the 80s books were close to the 90s books, but I thought that they made them a little bit smaller, like right around after when I stopped collecting. And that was like in the mid 90s. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe it was that they changed the size of them to be modern.
Excuse me.
Excused. No, I mean the era I'm thinking of, like the late 70s, early 80s. That stuff fits in is around the same size. Like I understand what you're saying, Jet. They cut it like a little bit, but that's nothing compared to like Gold and Silver Age books. You know what I mean? So they're not really.
Oh, Golden Age is like, that's what you're talking about, like 70s.
Right.
I'm talking about the difference between like the standard comic book size to like the modern comic book size when they switch those sizes. And I thought it was like 90s, so that's when that happened. Let's see. Let's ask the AI what it says.
Oh yeah, let's ask AI.
Standard size change to modern. It's taking a while. Everybody must be using AI now. So Golden Age, Silver Age, regular standard, and then modern current. Okay. But it doesn't tell me when, it just tells me sizes. I will have to investigate further. It's disgusting, Lovey.
I just saw this meme in one group I'm in.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
Oh my god! For those who are listening out there, it's a picture of Quato from the movie Total Recall. Now, get that in your head. You have a picture in your head of what Quato is. He's the little mutant that was growing out of the dude's belly, right? So it's a picture of him and his host dude. And the caption says, "When you nut on your own belly and fall asleep before washing it off."
Disgusting.
Very disgusting. Very gross.
Oh,
very funny.
Fucking hilarious.
Quality humor and entertainment here from us at the Blackout and Shout Show.
I'm posting that on my main page. Right in my news feed.
Oh my god!
I have family members that are that I'm friends with.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ugh. Get it out.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Oh god. Can't.
Quickly, change the subject before Levy looks at something else.
Speaking of AI, did you see what I posted in the memes text channel?
I did not. I didn't even know we had a memes text channel. I guess we do now.
Of course you have a memes text channel. Levy's here.
I'll have to watch it then.
It's fucking hilarious. The presidents make an Avengers tier list featuring Trump, Obama, and Biden.
You posted that, and I went on a deep dive on that, dude.
Fucking hilarious.
The Dragon Ball one you posted was fucking hilarious.
All right, here we go, Josh. So the standard sizes changed from the Silver Age sizes in the mid 80s, just like you said, because publishers were experimenting with different types of sizes of comics, like the mini comics, the digest comics, graphic novels, etc. And then that was in the mid 80s. And then in the beginning of the 1990s is when they switched from the standard size to the current modern size. So we're both right.
What was that?
I said we were both right.
I think that's a win.
Yeah. So the standard sizes and everything like that switched around in the mid 80s, and then in the beginning of the 90s when they went to modern.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm looking forward to getting some stuff graded.
Yeah, so that's cool. So you're gonna anything in particular you're gonna get graded that sounds like neat, like a Spider-Man 300 or
so remember a while ago we were talking about pricing?
No.
And posted that screenshot of the first appearance of Miles Morales graded.
No.
It was a while ago. It was going for like Ultimate Fallout number 4. It was like a 9.6 or 9.8.
Oh,
it was going on eBay for like $1,500 to like $3,500.
Oh, nice.
Remember that?
No, but I do know that those prices are pretty high for him for his first appearance.
Well, it dawned on me that let me check my inventory, if you will, one. And I actually do have that comic. What are you laughing at, Levy?
It's still that fucking picture, man. Oh my god!
So you may get that graded. Then Young Avengers number 1. Cool. I was going to get graded.
What grades do you think they're at?
Dude, it has been a while since I've looked at them. They've just been sitting in a long box, but they are in bags and boards. But it has been a while, so I really don't know. Couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I bought them right off the rack, and I bagged and boarded them after I read them.
Okay, nice.
So
like a 9.6, 9.4.
I'm hoping 9.6 at least.
Nice.
I
can't remember if that was when they started using the glossy pages that kept the colors and the whiteness, or if that was pre paper.
And they stopped using the newspaper quality paper.
Yeah.
Ultimate Fallout number 4 came out in like the mid to late 2000s.
Oh, well, then definitely stopped using that. It was depending on the publisher too. I realized that when I was looking at some books last night, that around the late 80s it was. That do you remember Now Comics?
Vaguely.
They did like the Green Hornet, and
you said Now Comics?
Now, yeah.
Yeah, they did the Terminator comics before Dark Horse did.
They did, and they did.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
And a bunch of shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now I remember.
And that was actually what's his name's first comic book he ever drew. Holy shit, I forgot his name now again.
Rob Liefeld?
No, not Rob Liefeld. Oh,
Alex Ross, right? Didn't Alex Ross draw he drew the Now Terminator comics, right?
Yeah, he did the whole book. Yeah. He covers the whole books, everything, the whole four issues.
Yeah. Did you ever read the Dark Horse Terminator comics? Because like it started with the Terminator, and then Terminator Secondary Objectives, Terminator Endgame.
Yeah, long time ago.
Those were pretty good, actually, as I recall.
Those Dark Horse books back in the day with like the Aliens, Predator, and Terminator were all really good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Dark Horse Terminator first miniseries come out before Terminator 2?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say
Terminator Dark Horse.
Maybe.
Ed, have you been reading the new Punisher series from Marvel?
I haven't got around to reading it yet, but I have them, but I haven't gotten to doing them yet.
It's really good. It is.
Let's see.
Oh, no, they did. I think they came out in 1990.
So it says Now Comics published 17 issues under the title of The Terminator during 1988 to 1990. So maybe Now Comics came out before then.
No, I'm talking about the Dark Horse ones came out in they came out in 1990. Terminator 2 came out in 1992. So these came out first. And actually, this comic is the one that introduced the idea of the original Terminator being the genesis for Skynet.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It was actually really good. It was actually a really good story because a bunch of humans went back in time, or a bunch of human soldiers went back in time, and then they sent back 4 Terminators to follow them. And one of them was actually a human hybrid. And also one of them was a female Terminator too. So I think it was like the first female Terminator represented in any medium.
Well, no,
or was there one in the now?
Yeah, in the Alex Ross one, that was like the second issue of the cover. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking at it right now.
Levy.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about, I don't know if I told you, but I'm doing not a deep dive, but I'm going in and collecting everything I can regarding the Return of Superman.
Yeah.
So like, Action Comics, 684, 680, what is it, 687 I have in my hand right now.
Yeah.
I see I'm getting those graded.
Cool.
I was just looking at some of those last night too, Josh. I had I saw it was like all shiny, and I pulled it out and I looked at it, and it was the whatever, I don't know if it was Action Comics, but it was like the hologram cover with was it Metallo on it? It was like green and metal, and it had like in the top said he's the real Superman's back for good or something like that in the top. So it was like right after the whole what was that called, Levy? Is it not the Man of Steel storyline? The Reign of Superman. Reign of Superman.
Oh, Reign of the Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pulled out Miserable Chicago exclusive cover to Walking Dead #1, and I'm looking at the spine, and I'm like, oh man, that's going to be an 8.
Josh, I have these, by the way. I have these original Alex Ross books.
What Alex Ross books?
The Terminator Burning Earth, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, it was the first comics that he ever did.
Yeah.
The series is Alex Ross's first published comic work. That's like, I wonder how much that shit's worth now. I should look that up. Anyway, so I was like, I had like all those. And I found the black bagged Superman, Death of Superman, still sealed and all that stuff.
How much is that worth? $1.75?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think that much.
It's not worth that much. They printed so many of those.
I know.
I will bring up the page and I will start telling you how much this stuff is worth. Yeah.
See?
Let's see.
Terminator Burning Earth, I'd probably say about $5 to $10.
Log in.
Each issue.
I love when you've been part of a site, like a website, for so long that your account has been like inadvertently grandfathered into like being free, where everybody else has to pay like monthly shit, and you're like, usually this account's been like there for 20 years, and you're like, ha, you should have cleaned your database out. No, it's easier just to copy it over. So here I am in the back door looking up pricing that normal people will pay for. Maybe I spoke too soon. Sitting on verifying login for a really long time.
God. Me, I'm Jen. I have super fast internet now.
No, it's the site. I think they're just trying to figure out if I belong here or not.
Oh, okay. Those
maybe
away.
If I spell burning right, that might help. There we go. 1990.
That was before T2. Terminator 2.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Josh. Where were you?
I was looking at comics.
Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So how do you feel about the whole thing, Josh, about Levy deciding that he didn't want any more comics? He didn't want to buy any comics.
Oh, I mean, Levy's an asshole.
Wow.
So,
man.
Right to just threw the pedal right down on the floor on that one. Full fucking
that
steam.
Stings a little bit.
That's why he came on the show, Levy, to tell you.
I tell it like it is. No, I'm joking, Levy.
Get it off his chest. It's just retribution for everything.
All the racist comments you made to me during the D&D campaign.
Wow. What? We were just talking about that, actually.
Hey,
3 days ago.
I was not being racist, okay? The correction was anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Not the Dragonborn, you weren't being racist, but the Jews, yes.
Wow.
And Nate's been hitting me up because he's doing that custom of Clevera.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he said you guys were talking about the campaign. I'm like, you guys talking about Boris?
No, we didn't get around to that.
We were talking about Ned Shakeshaft, not Boris. Or did we talk about Boris?
No, we didn't. We didn't get on that yet. We were telling Chris about our previous adventures and the funny things that happened.
Yeah, I remember we just recently talked about Ned Shakeshaft and how we call whenever you guys waylay somebody and whatnot, it's called getting shake shafted.
I don't remember the shake shaft. What was the shake shaft?
There's when we in right in the beginning, the haunted house thing. It was a guy that we just found there, and we're like, "We're taking your shit. Get out of here." You remember that?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, it was the mansion that we turned into the whorehouse.
I remember the mansion we turned into a whorehouse, but I don't remember anybody being in there.
Enlighten him, Dungeon Master. Since that
he was the guy you found tied up in one of the upper rooms, and he was actually supposed to be like a spy or something that was going to report back on you guys to the smugglers. No, to the smugglers that were using the mansion as a cover for their operation. Remember, because that mansion was being used as a smuggler's cove.
I remember all of that except for the guy being tied up.
Jeez. Yeah, and like you guys untied him and shit like that, but you told him to get going and you were taking a shit.
Yep.
Ow.
So from then on, anytime you guys did that to somebody, we said they were shake shafted because his name was Ned Shakeshaft.
I don't remember that. I'm sorry. How goes the new campaign?
How is it? Yeah, it's. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's still starting. It's only like 8.
I mean, they did spend 2 entire sessions trying to figure out how to deal with zombies in a well.
Did you guys never watch The Walking Dead?
Well, Walking Dead didn't have magic.
It had a fucking rope that they pulled out.
Levy wanted us to go down into the well because he made this cool map with moving water and shit. And we were just like, we're just going to fucking hit him from above. You know, now we're not even going down. And he was so disappointed that he couldn't use this cool map with the moving water and stuff.
Are you guys, still using Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds?
Both. But
both.
Fantasy Grounds for Levy stuff and Roll20 for my stuff.
What are you playing as?
Something wrong with this website. It's just taking forever, and it's definitely not my internet. It's not even showing you
porn.
Maybe there's a solar flare going on. It's interfering with your internet.
No, it's not my internet. It's the page. Everything else comes up pretty fine. It's just like Friday night, all the nerds are out looking at the prices of their books.
It's a coronal mass ejections fucking with your internet.
Did you wash your hands?
Surprisingly, that book was not worth that much. It's only worth $20.
Which book?
The Terminator Burning Earth, the first Alex Ross. I thought for sure, just because it's Alex Ross's first shit, that'd be worth something. Guess not.
If you probably look at like Kingdom Come, that's probably worth more because.
Well, no, I mean, like if you look at McFarlane, right? So his first Spider-Man 298 is worth a lot of money, but compared to his like other shit that he did in DC before he went over to Marvel, but it's still worth something because it was McFarlane. It is Alex Ross. I mean, in my opinion, he's better than McFarlane. No offense, McFarlane. He's a great artist too, or like Jim Lee and stuff like that. Anybody, their first issues are usually graded pretty high, but this shit's
Jim Lee's first Marvel comic. Wasn't that Punisher?
No, it was X-Men. It was. Are
you sure? I thought he did Punisher before X-Men.
I can still see the cover. It's Colossus is pulling the wreckage off of the top of the other X-Men, and the what's her name, the nanny or whatever was in that issue. That was his first one when they were still in Australia after they went through the
Siege Perilous.
Thank you, Siege Perilous. I was going to say the Portcullis. I'm like, that's not right. Let's see. Josh, what was the
Alpha Flight?
What was it?
Actually, according to Brooklyn Comic Shop, it says Alpha Flight number 51 is Jim Lee's first Marvel artwork.
What I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what this says.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because it's X-Men. You put Jim Lee and X-Men together, and maybe that's why it's worth so much money.
I wonder if Punisher was his first like regular run.
I don't know. I thought for sure it was Uncanny X-Men, but what the fuck do I know?
You know what the AI tells you to know, Jed?
Maybe I am the AI. And it was so easy to replicate my voice and mannerisms that you don't know for sure if I am the AI or not.
I am so
maybe the AI is asking Jed for the answers as he's imprisoned over here.
I think we got a Rehoboam situation here, where Jed is Jed, but he's being told what to do and say by an artificial intelligence, and he's completely surrendered his free will.
It makes me think of that episode of Angel when they were all puppets, and the dude was being puppeted by a puppet, but it was actually a demon, of course. No, do you remember that episode?
No, I remember that episode where they were all Muppets. Yeah, I remember that. It was pretty funny. Yeah, if you didn't understand the reference, the Rehoboam was the name of the artificial intelligence from Westworld season 3 that was basically running the show.
How far did you get into that show, Levy?
I watched the first 2 episodes of season 4 and kind of dropped off.
I think I got like halfway through season 3.
Yeah,
I stopped. Now we're never going to see it again. Gone.
No, it's actually on a different streaming service now. I think Tubi TV's picking it up.
Oh God.
Not making new episodes, but they're getting the series.
Oh, I understand that.
I think.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Levy. How do you feel about the Lord of the Rings magic cards coming out?
I mean, it's really a nothing burger for me. Mm-hmm. Because I don't really buy magic cards.
I know that.
So I haven't really looked at the spoilers. I do know that there is a special art version of the One Ring card that they made, where only one exists, and they have randomly packed it in some collector booster.
Really?
Yep. And so one lucky person is going to potentially open a collector booster and get it. So, yeah.
So,
which I think is an interesting idea, but I mean, I don't know. It's whatever.
Do you remember that iconic line that Gandalf had to the was it the Balrog?
You shall not pass. That one?
Yeah.
Here, look at this card.
Oh, you cannot pass.
Oh, yeah, destroy target creature that blocked or was blocked by a legendary creature this turn. Yeah, okay, that's cool.
See, I thought the whole thing was you shall not pass. Right?
That's one of those Mandela effects.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Well, no, in the movie it was you shall not pass. I imagine in the book it was you shall not pass, but maybe not. I don't know.
It just brought up an interesting conversation with a coworker. Like, can you copyright you shall not pass? Is that why they can't do it in Magic?
Well, no, because I mean they clearly have the rights to use Lord of the Rings.
Right.
So I imagine that copyright's not an issue here. And apparently it is you cannot pass.
Mm-hmm.
Because it says, you cannot pass, he said. The orc stood still, and a dead silence fell. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor. You cannot pass. The dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. Sorry.
Right. So, do you remember the other part when he's holding on to the rocks and he yells at Frodo? What does he yell at Frodo before he falls?
Fly, you fools.
What is it? Fly?
Fly, you fools.
Or is it run, you fools?
No, it's fly, you fools.
Josh?
At least in the movie, it's fly, you fools.
I want to agree with Libby. I think it's you fly, you fools.
Okay. It is fly, you fools, but I always thought it was like run, you fools. But nope, it was fly. That's another Mandela.
Yeah.
People think that he says run. It's just one of those things where your brain is like changing it.
Yep.
One thing that was actually quite interesting that I read about that movie was that when he hits his head in Bilbo's house, he actually hit his head. Yeah. And they kept it in the take.
Oh, like a stormtrooper?
Well, but he actually fucking knocked the shit out of his head when he hit the beam. But he stayed in character, and they kept filming. They're like, wow, that's pretty good. We'll keep that.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, he literally fucking hit his head. He didn't even know that shit was there.
The way they did the force perspective in that movie, though, is actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
Because usually when you do force perspective, the camera has to remain stationary. but they figured out how to like have different sections of the props and set like move independent of each other in time with the camera movement to maintain the illusion. Which the
only time for me cool. when that whole uncanniness happens for me is when he's sitting across from Bilbo, like having tea and shit at the table. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like he's looking at him. That's the only part that does.
All right, keep your secrets.
So let's see. Yeah, so like the first Jim Lee X-Men, by the way, which was issue 248. 9/8 goes for $50. Not that much. Ungraded is $20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a graded price?
Yeah. Usually anything like 9 and above, graded is kind of like a kind of near double a little bit of what the raw value is. What's the Miles Morales book? What was he in? The first one?
Ultimate Fallout #4.
Ultimate Fallout. I wonder if I have that. I bought some 90s books. Well, what year did that come out?
It wasn't the 2000s, late 2000s.
Oh, yeah. I probably don't have that then.
It was the Ultimate Universe. It was.
I know. I bought like a stack of them off some dude the one time I got like a bunch of shit. I was trying to fill in like a bunch of 90s DC, and a big chunk of it was some Ultimate Marvel shit too that came with it.
The Ultimate Marvel started in 2000, 2001. Some of it was actually pretty good. I gotta give it some credit. It just kind of fizzled out.
I read that the late in what was they doing? Some with the fall of the X-Men type of thing that they're going to do this event. That Stark tech is going to be used to make Sentinels. So they're going to have like Stark Iron Man Sentinels.
I am so not reading X-Men right now.
Well, it's like the big event this year. I guess that's coming up.
Oh, because right now they're doing Sins of Sinister. That is.
Yeah, I'm 4 years back behind on those books. I think.
Are you still keeping up with Ghost Rider?
Right when was the bad guy's name? Exhaust. Wolverine guest starred. That's when I stopped reading. I got to pick it back up again. I think I'm like two or three books behind. I think like Thor, like the whole Don Blake. Is that his name? Don Blake.
Yeah.
That whole storyline when that ended, I like kind of stopped reading for a while. I have to pick it back up. Same thing with Hulk.
Same here.
When I crossed over Thor, I like stopped reading for it. Which issue is it? 4?
For Miles?
Yeah.
Ultimate Fallout #4.
Wow. Hold on. Well, the raw is 700.
Yep.
That's a 9.4.
It's 9.4 going 4.
That's 700.
Okay.
So hold on. It's like I said, this site's really slow. There's a lot of nerds on tonight checking their prices. It'll come up eventually. But yeah, I thought it was interesting, the whole Stark tech as a Sentinel. I'm like, I don't think they ever did that yet. It's one thing that they haven't tied into each other. All right, so here we go. So a raw, what do you want to know? 9.8? A raw 9.8 is $1,050, and a graded value is $2,150. 9.6 is $830 and $830 respectively.
Are you doing? Are you on eBay?
No, I'm on comicspriceguide.com.
Okay.
Which uses all the different sites. They average them all together. So it looks like you're not
cover
seeing.
Price.
Sorry.
Kind of like Cover Price.
Sort of, but they have like their own like internal auction thing too, where they incorporate that into what people are spending actually for it. So it's always going to be a little bit lower than like eBay, because it's not auction prices. It's just trade value prices and sell direct. So it looks like from 9. Yeah. It looks like the only big jump for that book to when it's graded is when you get above 9.6 and up.
Yeah.
So anything below 9.6, it looks like it's only going to be about maybe $20 more, which is probably going to be the cost of, to get it graded. And that's probably why it is only $20 more for each one of these.
That's usually how it goes.
But I mean, it's a good book to have because even 6 is like $200.
And especially when that movie comes out. When's it coming out?
end of April or April sometime. Levy, when's Spider-Verse coming out?
I don't know.
I think it's the end of April.
But it was July.
Is
I
it?
thought it was fucking Christmas.
No,
it's not
I
summer.
thought it's April, isn't it?
Across the Spider-Verse. No, right here it only says 2023. No, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. June 2nd, 2023.
Oh, June 2nd. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. That's the same day Street Fighter 6 comes out.
So you're cheating on Mortal Kombat?
7, Josh. A 7 is 300. An 8 is 450. A 9 is 550. And then from there, you go up every... What are we looking at here? We go up every... 9.4 is about 700. And then a 9.6 is about 830. And then the 9.8, of course, is the $2,000. That's where you hit the big time. What else do you guys want to know? Give me another book. I'll look it up.
Young Avengers #1.
I'm sure the listeners don't want to keep us listening to us looking up comic prices, or maybe they do. But what do you guys watch that was like cool lately? Anything good?
Nothing.
No.
I think the last thing I watched was Mandalorian and The Last of Us episode 9. I was playing the Diablo 4 beta last weekend.
Oh, how's that?
That was fun. It's fun. It's Diablo.
Yeah.
So it's just like killing a bunch of stuff, collecting loot. Story's rather incidental. At least for me, the story's incidental. But
Josh, are we talking Young Avengers 2005 or Young Avengers 2013?
2005.
2005.
That's gonna be the first appearance of Patriots, Wiccan, Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, Cassie Lang in that one. I wonder if Cassie Lang is in the issue 1. Iron Lad. I mean, did you see Ant-Man Quantumania yet?
no,
I have mixed feelings.
I haven't heard good things about it. But
Yeah.
I think we've reached our pinnacle now with comic movies.
Yeah.
I think we're on a downslope.
I think so too.
yeah, I think people are getting a little
Doubt.
fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Superhero fatigue.
I don't think it's that. I think the expectations are too high, and it's just not delivering. I think Marvel really just shot their load with, the Infinity Saga, and
yeah, think of it like Avengers and West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
Right. You've used up all your cool Avenger stories, and your characters now gone. All your main characters, or changed in a way that you're not enjoying. Right. So now you have your West Coast team, who's the fucking B team, right? You got Tigra, you got Hawkeye, you got, fucking War Machine, you got, who else was in the fucking, Iron Man, but he always was B-lister until fucking the movie came out.
Right.
Who else? But he was the original Avengers too. Yeah. So, Vision. Yeah. So you got those stories, and that's basically what's happening, right? You have all the secondary ancillary characters instead of the main ones. That's why Spider-Man through the Spider-Verse is going to be a big fucking hit. And and the Spider-Man, what was the last one called? No Way Home?
Yeah.
That's probably why that one was so well done, because
No Way
fresh.
Home
Nostalgia.
No. Yeah, I was going to say nostalgia because you had Tobey Maguire, you had Andrew Garfield, Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, Amy Fox,
You come out with either one of those movies, Spider-Man movies. Let's say you do the next Venom movie has Andrew Garfield in it, right?
Okay.
Make billions. Say you come out with a Spider-Man 4, that's just fucking Tobey Maguire and fucking Sam Raimi directs, billions. But I think they're gonna save that stuff for maybe Secret Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
Now the only well, I'm not even gonna count Fantastic Four because they're not strong enough to fucking be a trump card. But X-Men, mutants, that's the trump card that will pull this whole like reverie of like, it's not that good of a movie. Funk. That's the only way it's going to pull it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Marvel doesn't have plans to use them for like probably another 5 years or so, unless they.
I don't think it's that long. I think
unless they plan to change their tune with Deadpool. But
did you hear they just released a higher up from Marvel? I think she was a visual effects higher up, not a producer or something like that.
She was around for a long time. Her name oh my god, let me look it up here real quick. I just saw the thing.
But I do agree with you, Jed. I think I like Jonathan Majors as Kang. I think he did a really good job. I just have a hard enough time believing that this is the big bad for this saga, based off of Ant-Man.
Well,
I'm just going to leave it at that without spoiling too much for you guys, unless you want me to go into spoiler territory.
No.
You have the big bad who really should have been introduced back in like Black Panther. It should have been fucking Doom.
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Doom would have been the fucking man, because he is the big bad in the fucking Secret Wars fucking comics. He is the fucking manipulator. He is the Machiavellian element behind all of this shit.
Maybe they'll introduce that concept, an idea in a future movie and say and reveal it's like, oh yeah, I was the one behind the Wakandan Atlantean conflict this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Thing.
Well,
I honestly think they should have done that in the post-credit scene. But
what could that have been when the whole rift between Atlanta and Wakanda was because of Riri Williams?
The Atlanta Falcons, what?
The Atlanteans and the Wakandans.
Oh,
it was all my Vic's fault.
The Wakandans and the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, the Atlanta Falcons. It was all because of Riri Williams. It had nothing to maybe like Doom was the dean of the school or something. I don't fucking know, but I can't see how they can retcon Doom into causing that rift.
I'll say it again.
But to be fair, you're not a screenwriter, Josh.
Right.
That's true.
Neither am I.
Right. But
that's really weird. I can't find the news posts about fucking that lady that got fired. I did see that Justin Rowland got his domestic violence charges dismissed.
Oh yeah, how about that shit?
Saw that.
Justin Roiland got his charges dismissed.
Lack of evidence
for him.
Apparently, his ex-girlfriend tried to cancel him.
Oh yeah, no, I remember hearing that, and they cut him out of Rick and Morty, cut him out of pretty much everything.
Yeah, well, no. The thing is, though, he was pretty much cut off long before that ever happened. He didn't have any contact with anybody who was involved with the show for years. He did all of his recording from his home studio. Didn't talk to the other guy who co-created it. Dan Harmon hadn't talked to him in years.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, there's got to be something there, and that there's this whole lack of evidence thing it doesn't necessarily mean he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Victoria Alonso was fired. She was Marvel Studios president of physical, post-production, VFX, and animation after 17 years.
Jesus.
Wow. It's a long time to leave a job.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't leave. She was fired.
Oh, she was fired.
Yeah. Apparently, Kevin Feige did not get involved.
I did have an interesting thought that occurred to me to do after King Wars, how they can just completely reboot everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Yeah, suck it. No. I walked right into that. I did. I'm a fucking huge wrestling fan. I should have seen it coming, but I did not.
Let's get ready to suck it.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Heroes Reborn. It's a great way to just completely reboot everything and start fresh.
Is it though? Because didn't Heroes Reborn kind of suck?
Yeah. Tanked.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just another example of style over substance. You get all these like really great former Marvel artists that went over to Image to come back and do these classic, titles. Avengers by who did Avengers? Was that Rob Liefeld?
Oh God, was it?
And then Jim Lee did Fantastic Four. I mean, his Fantastic Four looked awesome.
Yeah,
I love the costumes. I love the looks of the characters and stuff like that. Never read the books, but didn't hear great things about Heroes Reborn. I think Will Sportacio do Avengers? Rob Liefeld did something else.
Captain America.
I don't know that one.
Liefeld did Captain America. Because we got this glorious picture.
Is that? Yeah, I know, but is that from Heroes Reborn?
Yes, that's Heroes Reborn.
Yeah, okay. It's that eagle symbol on his head. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's great art, Levy.
Not talking about Liefeld. Liefeld doesn't have great art. I'm talking about Jim Lee and Will Sportacio, I think. And
that's like a modern Picasso right there.
That's fucking Rob Liefeld, though.
That's modern dog shit, dude.
Rob Picasso. I still like the X-ray that somebody did of this. The drawing. Where's the?
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just the bone structure. Oh man. Yeah, Heroes Reborn where fucking Franklin Richards put everybody in a pocket dimension or some shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Hulk for some reason existed in both. Like the mainline universe and the Reborn universe.
All right, Josh. A graded 9.8 Young Avengers goes for $660.
It's not bad. What I thought it was.
9.6 goes for $290. 9.4, $210, 9.2, $175, and a 9.0 is $160. And it kind of drops about $10 each as it goes down.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Liefeld's Extreme Studios took the reins of Avengers and Captain America. And then Jim Lee's Wildstorm did Fantastic Four and Iron Man.
And they just gave him a whole bucket of shit to fucking play with, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Fuck. Too bad, Josh.
Oh, God. All right.
Well, you're getting graded. Tell me. I'll give you some, Hope you're writing this shit down because I'm not. Well, you can always listen to the show.
That's if I plan on selling them, which I'm not. It's nice to have that. It's nice to have that
investment,
Huh?
Wouldn't that be a good investment? I mean, like right now,
not a speculator.
Peak.
Yeah, not a speculator, man.
Still got about maybe a good 20 years left in you, I guess.
Yeah. Superman 75.
Superman.
Infamous cover with the ripped up Super America. What the fuck?
That's amalgamation.
Yeah.
Super America.
Fuck yeah.
Thumbs up, soldier.
What was his move? What was his move that he yelled?
Circuit Barrage.
No, that was Wolverine.
Oh,
are you talking about Captain America in the Capcom games?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had yeah, well that was his super. He had the Charging Star, the Stars and Stripes, Shield Slash. Yeah.
All right, Superman 75. Are you talking about the black bagged version?
Oh, not bagged. Not polybagged.
Oh, not bagged? Well, here, I'm going to give you the bagged fucking one. And the not bagged.
I don't have a polybagged version of Superman 75.
Jesus Christ, they had fucking 4, 5, 6 reprints.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, yeah, 6 reprints of that, man. 7 reprints.
It sold out like gangbusters, man.
Gravestone variant cover. I didn't even know that existed. Oh, there's the platinum. I remember that. That was like a New York only exclusive, I think. Instead of the red Superman S, it was a platinum S on the black bag. Yeah, that one's worth more money. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. So,
these are all first prints.
How the fuck? You know what? If you think about it, right? If the bag is sealed,
yeah,
isn't that just a 10 gem mint? Isn't it?
No,
because it was never opened. No,
because you can still damage the spine. You can still damage the corners.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, well, they have 10 O's of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Graded 9.8 is $45. A graded 10 is $214 of the bagged version. And
that doesn't surprise me.
Graded 9.8 is $45. And ungraded is $6. And then it just goes down like 50 cents every thing from there till about a 9 is 360. 350. Give me a 350 for that. 9.2 Superman 75.
Okay, so I've only just heard of this character recently, Zarda Power Princess, but apparently she's been around since like 1982. But how did Marvel not get sued to hell for this?
That's from the
because this is clearly Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's from the universe, isn't it? From the Squadron Supreme, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it's
is it? Oh, it
was the most recent incarnation of Heroes Return.
Hold on, that doesn't sound right. Because Squadron Supreme was the fucking parody of.
Well, she first appeared in Defenders number 112, October 1982, according to this.
Defenders 112. When did that come out?
1982.
Oh, I missed that part.
Okay, so she was team affiliation. She was in Supreme Power, Ultimates, Squadron Supreme, Golden Agency, and the Exiles. And partnerships, Hyperion.
Hyperion, Superman. Nighthawk is Batman. And the Golden Archer.
Okay, Nighthawk. Where's Nighthawk? What does he look like? Because at least Hyperion doesn't look anything like Superman. But she looks just like Wonder Woman wearing black and gold instead of red, blue, and gold.
Nighthawk doesn't look anything like Batman.
No, he doesn't really. But that was who he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I don't want the router, you asshole. I want Nighthawk from Marvel.
Power Princess, right?
Yep.
And then Blur was the Flash. Dr. Spectrum was Green Lantern. And
that's not that guy's Nighthawk?
Yeah.
With the big red cape?
Oh.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy.
With the big fucking hawk on his chest.
Yeah, they made a Marvel Legends figure of him.
Mm-hmm.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
He looks nothing like Batman. Okay. But why did they make this woman look exactly like Wonder Woman, just wearing black and gold?
Because you touch yourself at night, Levy.
Wow.
Well,
I don't know how to respond to that.
Let me see if I can remember if this is right or not, but I think
it's true.
It's not Wonder Woman, but I think, of course, like Amazon's and that whole thing is like public domain.
Oh, okay.
But the name Wonder Woman isn't, so I think you can still use like an Amazon type of warrior woman, although she should be missing a breast. But I think that's where you can kind of get away with that a little bit. But Defenders 112, yep. Yeah, that was the first out Squadron Supreme book.
To get off the topic of comic books here.
Taking up the whole show.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My fault. Blame me.
Celebrity death. Pretty prominent one last week. Lance Reddick.
I didn't know
that sucked.
Lance Reddick passed away. He was
right.
He was a very prominent figure in nerd culture and just very popular franchises.
Mm-hmm.
He was a character in Destiny 2. I never played it, but he was also Sylens in the Horizon games, Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. He was Sharon in the John Wick movies. Is that his name? She was the concierge at the Continental.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I remember.
I remember him mostly from Fringe and
he was in Fringe,
the Resident Evil movie.
Yep, he was in a lot of things, and
isn't he the voice of one of the dragons from
Vox Machina? He was Thordak.
Yeah, most recently.
Yeah, he had a very distinctive, unique voice. You could always tell it was him.
He was
when you heard it.
He was also in that Netflix series of Resident Evil, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Very prominent actor.
Have you seen the
character?
In what?
Didn't he?
What's that?
Didn't he play the same as that character? Maybe not.
In what?
I'm getting confused. I'm thinking of the other fucking dude from the original Resident Evil movie.
The guy that got cut up by the lasers?
Yeah.
No, it's a different guy.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just confusing two black men.
Racist.
Wow.
Yeah, very racist.
Now who's racist?
Well, I remember him being in Resident Evil. I just couldn't. I was confusing the movie and the TV show, and I was like, wait, that's not right.
Have you seen the video? I guess before the day before
Toys R Me.
No,
yes.
The day before he died,
I remember that.
he was playing Destiny or Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess people that played with him, like just friends online, he went to where his character last spawned and just kind of stood there and just, it was so beautiful.
Oh.
So how did he die? What did he die of?
They just said natural causes. No actual cause of death was given. He was 60 years old. So
he wasn't that old.
No. What was also really neat about him was that he could do. He had a huge acting range. Like he could go do drama and serious roles, but then he could also do comedy, like really, really well. I mean that Toys R We sketch, some of the funniest shit I ever seen.
Yeah, that was really good stuff.
Hog is what I call my penis. Oh man. Like when he's chastising the guy about his Bakugan display.
I don't know what you said. Did you say something? I didn't understand what you said. How about if I say it that way?
No, I said that that scene where he chastised that guy for his Bakugan display.
Oh, right. Yes. And then he fucking tossed it down on the floor.
Yeah.
I thought my favorite is like when he tells the kid off. That's that's my favorite part in that whole thing.
And did you see the clip of him from the Eric Andre show where he's like, I want to be LeVar Burton, and he comes out like shirtless in the loincloth, like from The Color Purple, or is it not or Colors, or whichever one LeVar Burton was in, and Roots, that's it, yeah, where he played Kunta Kinte, and he that was his name, Kunta Kinte.
Oh, I know. It's just
wait, did LeVar Burton play Kunta Kinte?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Slavery.
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
I know.
But then he was also wearing like Geordie LaForge's visor and had and he was bare chested, but he had a Star Trek communicator like stuck to his chest, and he comes out in chains. He's like, "I want to be LeVar Burton. I want to be LeVar Burton." He's really funny, saying how he wants to read a book or something like that, and he's like, "Where's my Emmy?"
Was he? Did LeVar Burton do that before Star Trek?
What, Reading Rainbow? Yeah.
No, not Reading Rainbow. Was it Roots?
Roots? Oh yeah, that was from the 80s. That was from the early 80s, early to mid 80s. Star Trek was 87.
87. Okay.
87 or 88.
Wow. So he went from that to fucking Star Trek? Interesting.
I think he might have done other stuff in between.
That's just a weird fucking spin, man. Go from like a dramatic thing to like a syndicated TV show, like about science fiction. But then look at fucking Patrick Stewart. He went from stage and screen.
He went from Excalibur.
Exactly. And Dune. Well, that wasn't a big shuffle, I guess. Dune and Star Trek.
Yeah.
But
so rest in peace, Lance Reddick. You will be missed. So
I'm just paging through the Hungarian deaths. The Hungarian mathematician Vera T. Sas was he actually passed away too. And
did you mention Topol passing away in previous episodes?
Who's Topol?
He's the actor who played Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof. Classic role. No? Okay. Yeah, he passed away a number of weeks ago. So
nope. I don't know who that was. I haven't looked at this list in a long time. I don't know who this is, but his name's Joe Gilia. Was the American comic artist for Batman, Green Lantern, and Adam Strange. He was 94. He died. Some of these names are pop. Oh, Paul Grant died. He was in Return of the Jedi and Labyrinth. Stuntman. Yeah, I haven't been doing homework for a while, so I haven't looked at anybody's except the stuff that I've seen like on the mainstream.
Is that why you guys have more laid back format for the show?
Yeah, we talked about it.
It's time to shake things up a bit.
Yeah, we figured it was just we were getting too Marvel Comics ish. We were too MCU, you know.
Too repetitive.
Yeah.
Every end of the episode ending in a giant CGI battle.
Yeah, that's us.
Yep. Except it's a cock. Just this giant fucking cock and balls coming down from the sky.
E-bagging everybody.
Yeah, do you have any weird news, Levy?
Oh, wait a second. April sent me something.
Ooh.
Let me find it. Yeah. Virginia inmates who dug their way out of jail using a toothbrush were captured at IHOP.
I read that.
Yeah, they broke out of jail to go get pancakes, apparently. So
but they wanted to be like Andy Dufresne.
You know, going to IHOP ain't it?
Andy Dufresne crawled through shit, went to IHOP. Same thing.
Are you trying to say something about the quality of IHOP's food there, Josh?
Yes, it is terrible.
It ain't that bad. I mean, it ain't Texas Roadhouse, but you know.
Roadhouse.
Do you wanna hear something?
Hmm.
A bit of trivia. I've never eaten at an IHOP in my life.
Really?
What?
Never.
But Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Pennies?
Yes.
Okay.
Grand slam.
There you go. Moon's over Miami.
So John M. Garza, 37, and Arlie V. Nemo, 43, were found to be missing from their cell Monday at around 7:15 p.m., according to the Newport News Sheriff's Office. The two were apprehended in the city of Hampton early Tuesday morning at an IHOP location 7 miles from the Newport News Jail. Newport News Jail? That's weird. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You break out of jail and you're going to travel 7 miles down the road and be like, I'm hungry. Keep running, you fools.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they figure they could throw off the dogs.
I'll throw off the scent. It's just
Jesus Christ.
all the places to go, IHOP.
I know, right?
Arby's was probably closed.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about this? An Ozarks church leader and a woman claims prayer regrew the woman's missing toes.
Like Cher's prayers.
Yeah. A Springfield area church is claiming that prayer regrew a woman's amputated toes last week. During a live stream of James River Church's March 15th service, Pastor John Lindell explained that a creative miracle took place the day before at the Joplin James River Church campus. James River Church and the woman involved, Christina Dines, have not returned the news leader's request for comments as of publication. Because this comes from a Springfield News Leader. So they haven't returned their request for comments. As a publication, there are no photos or videos of the event taking place or the aftermath. So I read other articles about this. Apparently, the woman a number of years ago was the victim of an attempted murder by her husband, who shot her multiple times with a shotgun.
Holy shit.
In which she lost part of her stomach, part of her liver, I believe, and her toes. So apparently, through the power of prayer, God said, well, fuck your liver and stomach, but here's some toes back. So, but when asked for video evidence or even just a picture of her toes having grown back, because, I mean, clearly there's documentation showing that she had her toes severed. Mm-hmm. There's medical records showing, obviously showing that. But when asked for, like, any kind of photographic evidence that she grew her toes back, she hasn't been so forthcoming. So who knows, right?
Who knows?
Who knows? I think everybody knows. This lady and this pastor are full of shit. But
I was gonna say that it was totally screw her fingers back, or wait, the toes back too. Yeah, she got a third toe that she was missing and a sixth finger that she didn't even want. Right?
Yeah, really.
Here's one that I just blew my mind, actually, as I was perusing here the list. Chen Kenichi died.
Who?
Chen Kenichi He was best known for he was Iron Chef Chinese on Iron Chef. You guys ever watch Iron Chef?
Which version?
Well, the original version, the Japanese version, not the fucking American version, the bastardized American. Yeah, his name was Chen Kenichi. He was always the Chinese, like, you know, type of food chef. They call him the Chinese chef, and there's Japanese chef, and of course Morimoto and stuff was in it. But yeah, he was always like he always had the, you know, the big fucking chef fucking knives, just chopping shit up all the time, stuff like that. And he always wore like the golden or like yellow type of chef jacket and stuff. No,
I remember him now.
Okay, yeah, you remember him? Yeah, he died of like a lung disease.
Sucks.
He was only math is hard.
Doesn't tell you his age.
Yeah, I scrolled past it though. So
what year was he born?
67. He was only 67.
Oh,
that's young.
Yeah,
that sucks, man.
Fan poops in aisle near Hillary and Chelsea Clinton at Broadway show.
Great.
That was an immediate left turn.
Yeah. This comes from page6.com.
Or was it a right turn?
So apparently Hillary Clinton and her daughter Chelsea were at a performance of Some Like It Hot on Broadway. And
Some Like It Hot and Steamy.
Some Like It Hot and Steamy. And apparently when they were in the audience, the lights came up for intermission, and there were two human turds in the aisle just near the famous political duo.
Oh my!
The house crew dealt with it very appropriately and quickly, and Hillary and Chelsea remained in the theater for the second act. How did nobody notice some dude pop a squat in the middle of an aisle and drop a fucking deuce? How did nobody see this during the performance? I understand I understand the house lights are down. It's a performance, but everybody that like was behind this person had to see this dude drop his fucking drawers and take a shit in the fucking aisle. Like, I don't care who you are. When you see someone taking a shit, you know they're taking a shit. Maybe there's no way you hide that.
Maybe he went in the bathroom, fucking took his shit, and like put it in like his like fucking, you know.
Okay, that's possible.
And his fucking snow cap box or something. And
he shit somewhere else and then deposited it there.
And then as he was walking by, he just fucking let it drop and fucking. Or maybe it was Hillary or Chelsea that just fucking dropped it. And
Jesus.
They're like, they're kind of well known and, you know, Secret Service there. We really shouldn't say anything about them shitting in the eye.
But how does nobody smell it?
Well, snow caps probably rolled around in them.
No caps.
M&M's.
Milk duds.
Milk duds. Perfect.
It's a hit and run. I make myself laugh.
So, yep.
That was a good one, Levy. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that one.
That's funny. All right. Does anybody else got anything else? Didn't something get announced? A third-party figure.
I'm sure something got announced somewhere.
No, like a new Fans Toys figure or character. Was it? Was Gears already announced?
I think so.
By Fans Toys?
Probably. It was probably like when he was like a shadow.
Oh wait, Scourge was Fans Toys Scourge previously announced, or was that? Is that?
Yeah, it's previously announced.
Was it? Okay. All right. Well then, fuck me then. I don't know.
Have you watched Superman and Lois at all, Levy?
No, I'm a terrible fucking Superman fan. I really want to. I just never fucking sit down to watch it.
New season started.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And
have you watched it?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's the writing on that show is always good. And you said you haven't watched Picard, but this season is actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's another show that I fucking want. I'm a terrible Star Trek fan too.
Catch up. It's actually really good. The third season is better than the first two. It's actually really good. And that's only because they brought everybody else back, so it makes sense. Trying to think if there was anything else that I watched lately besides like The Mandalorian, Last of Us. It's Picard.
I can't think of anything I've watched either.
Been watching a lot of Vox Machina. That's what I've been watching. I'm on.
Last season was really good.
Well, no, I've been watching the podcast. I'm sorry, the YouTube shows.
Oh,
So I'm on episode 93 now.
which campaign?
Vox Machina, the first one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think there's 115 episodes. I think.
I think it's 114. But
Is
yeah,
it
close enough.
Yeah,
Close enough.
so I'm on 93.
Yeah, I'm on 81.
Did you get past the Thordak battle, or are you still on that one?
No, they killed Thordak. Raishan took the body, and I'm on the episode after that now.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't really like about those, the whole thing is like how Matthew Mercer like really elongates the whole like resurrection spell.
Yeah.
And it's like takes like an hour, and like everybody has to say something, and I'm like, just fucking pass the spell and bring him back.
He turns it into a role playing opportunity.
He does, but it's very dramatic and it's very long, and you're like, yeah, we get it. You care about the character. I understand.
They're also voice actors. I mean, they're also acting. So
Yeah, but pacing, pacing has to be considered. Very important.
Well, you are talking about shows or episodes that are like, frequently 3 to 4 hours long.
Which I can speak with experience because our shows are usually 3 to 4 hours long. Pacing, you have to make sure you keep pacing up. Not, hey, what's a comic book you want me to look up next? Let me check to see if let's see if we have any questions.
I'm hoping that they got Lance Reddick to finish his Thordak dialogue for the next season.
Yeah, could always just have AI do it.
Yeah, someone brought up that possibility. I mean,
his family would have to sign off on the whole thing,
unless it was already part of his contract,
right?
Which I don't know how far along they are with the technology, if that would even have been considered at the time of them signing a contract. But
let's see, how long ago did they do Obi-Wan? 2 years, probably filmed and recorded ago.
But that's a show with Disney money. This is an independently produced
Amazon Prime money.
Not at first. They didn't have the deal. This is they only just signed that deal with Amazon. This is
right.
The technology was there 2 years ago.
Okay.
Because James Earl Jones signed off on his voice likeness to be used in whatever future projects and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I do have a question for the show. It's from Dakota.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. A question for Josh, our special guest star this evening.
Oh.
After which date is it acceptable to hold hands?
It depends if they washed them or not.
Very topical.
That's very topical. It depends if you're still trying to look pure in the eyes of the Lord, I would say.
Wow.
You shouldn't really hold hands ever until you're married.
Oh, until you're evenly yoked. Is that how this expression said?
I thought that was just, inserting the penis into the vagina.
Wow.
No, that's only for the marriage. Like, that's foreplay. Some cultures is holding hands.
That is true. I mean, there are some cultures that don't show any skin at all, and women are completely covered up.
No, it's never appropriate to hold hands ever. Your significant other.
I agree with Josh. It is never appropriate to do so. Public affection should be banned.
I didn't say public affection. I just said holding hands. You can run up and grab your wife's ass all you want. No, you can slap him in the boobs. You can cup check you.
Wow.
No, all this stuff. That's fine. That's fine doing on the first date. No,
holding hands.
Holding hands. Fuck no.
That's a huge fox paws.
Yeah, that's how you spread AIDS.
Wow.
Stuck on that people that don't wash their hands.
Wow.
On that note, good night, everybody.
Title of this episode is I got 3 words for you. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. That's the title of the episode.
That's 3 words, Josh.
Wash
That's
your
why
hands.
I said 3 words.
Oh, these are 2 words.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys, you have anything else you want to discuss before we go?
I have a question.
All right. You guys ask me which figure I like the most, if there's a fire and I have to pick one or some shit like that. No. Because I think I've been asked that question about 45 times, but go ahead.
No, a friend of I shared the Blackout and Shout post, and a friend of mine asked the question, what's the best version of Soundwave, and why was Rumble such a little punk? Thank you, Elrace, for the question. I don't know the answer. What's the best version?
Who asked that?
L-Array. E-L-A-H.
I swear to God, I thought you were saying Earl Grey. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. Got it.
So what's the best version of Soundwave?
Yeah.
Is he talking about toy or cartoon representation or what?
Does not specify.
Well, I mean, we could answer both questions if you really wanted to.
Music label Soundwave. It plays music. It plays MP3s.
Good answer.
Interesting.
I have the music label Soundwave.
Not a deep cut.
Does it transform?
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never seen the music label Soundwave?
I think I might have, but the imagery escapes me at the moment.
The old one's actually really good looking.
I remember the whole Ravage as a USB key.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that so badly. I can never find it.
You can get them on Amazon right now if you want one.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That is actually pretty good for what it does.
I thought you were talking about the iPad that turned into Soundwave.
Nope. No, this was a chug scale Soundwave.
What's with the blue and the white?
Well, these are just different. The blue and white one, that was actually supposed to be like Apple product colors.
Oh.
And that was actually the inspiration for the Shattered Glass color scheme for Soundwave, because this came out long before Shattered Glass was a thing, but they took this color scheme and made it the Shattered Glass Soundwave, and then obviously the black one here is Sound Blaster.
Right. So this is back when they were doing like the iMac thing where they're all like cool, like
the pearlescent white, like the pearlescent translucent white color, and the light blue or whatever. Yeah. So
I haven't. I mean, I looked at the Mike's version that he has of it's not Fans Toys. It's what do they call it?
I don't remember.
What brand name did they use instead of Fans Toys?
Oh,
whatever. Fucking that acoustic, was it not Acoustic Wave? Was it
Acoustic Wave?
Yeah, I saw it. And
Robot Paradise.
Robot Paradise. Yeah.
It looks cool. I still like the original MP.
That's a great figure. Probably one of the best MPs they ever came out with.
Yeah, I like that more than all the others.
Yeah.
Why is Rumble? What do you say? Why is Rumble a little bitch? Is that what you said?
Yeah. I think so. Let me bring it back up. Hold on.
That's why he's a punk.
Oh, why is a punk?
Why is Rumble such a little punk? Well, he's short. He's got Napoleon complex.
Because he so desperately wanted to be blue, but he was red.
Wait, no? What? No.
This is the hill I'm going to die on.
Yeah.
People will think that Rumble is red or blue, depending upon how well they remember the character from whatever medium. If it was from the cartoon, he was blue. If it's from the toy, he was red.
No. Other way around. Frenzy was red in the cartoon.
Yeah, I said Rumble. I said he was red.
Oh.
Blue in the cartoon, red in the toy.
Yeah, no, because we were talking about Frenzy, not Rumble. But okay.
No, we're talking about Rumble. When the fuck did Frenzy come up?
Because he said, why is Frenzy such a punk?
No, he said Rumble. Why is Rumble such a punk?
No.
Josh,
yes.
I think you have your own Mandela fucking moment. Yeah, Rumble.
What? No, you said Frenzy.
No Frenzy.
I said Rumble.
Oh, well then yeah. Rumble. So then Rumble's blue, Frenzy's red. That's my hell.
I thought you were dying with the toy colors.
No one dies with the toy colors. Toy colors are a mistake.
Another reason why Rumble could be a little punk is because he's having identity crisis because nobody can figure out if he's red or purple.
Or no one can figure out if you're talking about Rumble or Frenzy. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Identity crisis. Yeah.
Rumble.
I still think it's probably because all the mixtapes that he was forced to make.
Yeah. A lot of meatloaf. A lot of meatloaf.
In the 80s.
Oh, I will do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Levy Curry, everybody.
Yeah.
Very rare moment of Levy Curry singing. We should get that graded. See how much that's going to be worth in 20 years.
Wow. Yeah, get Simon Cowell on the line.
That's a no for me, dog.
That's Randy Travis. Not Randy Travis. Not Randy Travis. What's his name?
I don't know. Rumble?
Frenzy. Levy, this is for you for that glorious glorious singing. There you go.
Oh.
You get a Grammy.
Glorious. Did you guys watch the
Randy
movie
Jackson?
Yet?
That's it. What's that?
You watched the movie Glorious yet?
No, not yet.
What's the movie Glorious?
Yeah. Somebody clearly didn't listen to the last episode.
I think we was talking about this for 3 shows now. So, long story short, guy stops at a fucking rest stop bathroom.
This is a movie, by the way, Josh.
Yeah, it's a movie. Okay. Starring the dude from the fucking True Blood.
True Blood. Yep.
Yeah.
Jason Stackhouse.
And the voice by
J.K. Simmons.
Thank you, J.K. Simmons. He stops into the bathroom. He can't get out. Finds out that in the stall there is an elder god that has a glory hole going to it, and that he has to perform a sacrifice so that the world doesn't die.
I'll give you 3 guesses as to what that sacrifice is.
What the fuck?
Yep.
I watched it. It wasn't bad.
Okay, we're gonna do a live reaction because I'm gonna watch this trailer right now.
It's a little shit.
There's more to it to that besides that. By the way, there's more story to it besides that. But that's what they
it's a little Lovecraftian cosmic horror.
Very much so.
In a bathroom.
Did I mention how they were talking about how the whole Horton Hears a Who is cosmic horror?
No, I don't think so.
Are you familiar with that story?
But it makes sense now.
Yeah. So you're familiar with that story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's like basically fucking Horton's an elder god, I guess.
And the Who's are all the little things living on him.
Yeah. Or it was a flower, I think, right? They were on a flower, I think.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
I don't remember. I was a kid. I saw somebody post about that shit. That was
I saw the movie they made a number of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go, I did post something in the BNS trailers channel. I know you guys probably watched it, but it's
not
Zangief versus Marissa gameplay from Street Fighter 6.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I am so stoked for this game.
Why?
Because just everything I'm seeing from it looks like that. Like these are the ultimate versions of the returning characters, like Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, Zangief, Dhalsim, E Honda, Blanca. Like they're just giving them either all these like new moves, new animations, or like just giving them like all of their abilities they've had throughout different games. Like Dhalsim, they're giving him so many different moves that he's had from different games, and just giving them all to him at one time. Like because like he obviously he's got his stretchy limbs and shit like that, right? But he's had different animations for them over the years. So they're kind of like giving him his best animations that he had for these moves. Then on top of all that, they're like, his fireballs, like he had the fire, the yoga fireball he would shoot across the screen, right? It would just go straight across the screen. But then in Street Fighter 5, they took that away from him and introduced like this arcing fireball where he would spit it upwards on an angle and would arc through the air and control like upward space like that, right? But now they gave them both of them. And now they also gave him an air fireball that comes down on an angle from the air. And
wow.
And also with this arcing fireball, you can make it that it bounces around the screen and shit, and like if it hits the corner, it bounces back towards the enemy and shit like that. just like this is like the ultimate version of Dhalsim, and Dhalsim's like one of my main characters. I play him in like almost every version of Street Fighter. But then like you look at Zangief, and he was like the king of the grapplers. He's like the first grappler in a fighting game, if you remember, because he had the spinning pile driver and everything, and then they gave him new throws and stuff. But in this one, in Street Fighter 6, if you watch the video gameplay here, they really went in on the whole because he wasn't really a professional wrestler ever, but in this one, they really go hard on the professional wrestling influences and aspect of him, because he's got so many pro wrestling moves. Like he's got the snap elbow, and his one super, you can there's different ways that you can have it go. And one of the things you can do with it is where he ends up scooping him up into a Bill Goldberg jackhammer.
I noticed that. I noticed that one. I noticed the sit out power bomb he does.
Yeah, he's got a sit out power bomb. He got like his one move is like a Mongolian chop. He's like his basic throw is a scoop slam into a snap elbow. He's got a dragon screw kick counter.
I noticed that too. I'm like, that's actually
a spinning. They gave him a spinning wheel kick. So they really went in on the professional wrestling influences on him, and then like the new characters, like they're so fucking cool. Fucking the character that Zangief fights in this video is Marissa, and so like she's another big body character. Like she's just huge, freaking Greco-Roman wrestler and shit like that, right? Who fights Pancration style. And dude, the shit that like her moves, like she just hits you with so much power and shit like that. It's so fucking cool, and like the animations and the way this game moves and shit like that is so good. And I am like totally stoked for it. I cannot wait. I haven't been this excited for a fucking fighting game in a long time. So
cool.
So I'm very excited. That comes out on June 6th. So, or June 2nd rather. I'm sorry. What were we saying, Josh?
Sound very excited for it.
Yeah, I am. I am so stoked for this game.
Don't say it too loudly, though. You don't want to cheat on Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, I'm not that big of a Mortal Kombat fan. I'm not. I mean, competitively speaking, like I've always been more of a fan of Street Fighter and games that play like Street Fighter. Like Mortal Kombat, I like, especially the modern Mortal Kombats. I'm not very good at, because it's very unintuitive. They're very unintuitive to me because they're designed in such a different way than Street Fighter and other types of games. Like NetherRealm has a very, very different way of designing their fighting games, and I just to me it's clunky, and I just never gravitated to it all that well. So competitively speaking, I don't really enjoy playing Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Like single player stuff, yeah, I mean I enjoy the single player content and whatnot, but I will never take those games very seriously as far as competition goes. So sorry, Jay, if you're hearing this, but because I know Jay loves Mortal Kombat and shit, and a bunch of the others do, from the hardcore collectors and whatnot, But yeah, so like Mortal Kombat just really isn't my thing anymore. Like the classic Mortal Kombat games I can still play fairly decently, like MK2 and MK3 and shit. But like the modern ones, like from Mortal Kombat 9 on up, and then like Injustice 1 and 2, they're just not my bag. So
what was I just saw this video, Levy. Let me you know what, is this what I watched?
While Jed's doing that.
Sorry. I was like I was trying to find this video that I watched. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if this is the one that I saw. I think it is. Yeah, it is. All right, hold on. So Levy, tell me what did they use to make this? What is this from a specific game? I'm putting it in the thing right now, the link. It's Ryu versus Terry Bogard. I think it looks like it's from, I don't think it's from a game, right? I think it's from some type of pixel animation.
Okay, so this is either most likely just a video that someone did using the sprites ripped from the games. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Or it could be just a gameplay recorded from a program called Mugen.
Mugen, that's what the other one. I was trying to remember what the name of that was called.
Yeah, so
where you can make your own old characters and shit like that.
Yep. Yeah, so it's It's one of those two. Like I said, it's either just an actual just a video using ripped sprites, or it's actual gameplay from Mugen.
If you have a moment, like you should watch it. It's actually really good. It's they did like a lot of like it's a lot of really cool shit. Did you? Oh, the other thing I was gonna ask, did you ever watch the dude's YouTube channel called XP to Level 3?
Yeah.
I was watching.
He's got some funny shit.
He did one about like all the fucking Critical Role people. He was playing all the different actors. See those?
Yeah. No, I didn't see that one.
He's like he plays like Laura. He plays like all the characters, and he has it all set up just like it is on like the fucking show.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's fucking funny. Oh man, what was the other thing I saw too that I was going to mention? Did you see about Jesse Waters and the whole vegan thing?
Who?
From Fox News.
Jesse Waters and the vegan thing. No, I didn't.
All right, hold on.
Does this make Jesse Waters look like an asshole? Because I can't stand that fucker.
Yes, it does. So a vegan comes, but it's funny though. A vegan comes on, and
Jesse Waters eats steak while debating toxic masculinity.
She says that eating meat causes men to get toxic masculinity. So he gets a steak brought out and he starts eating it in front of her.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
It's hilarious.
Actually, that was 5 years ago that happened. I just realized my date. Yeah, but I just saw it in my newsfeed for some reason. But yeah, actually, Piers Morgan seems to have done that too. Interesting. Sorry, I was just going through my YouTube thing real quick. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that XP to Level 3 dude. I thought it was pretty funny. Shit. Anyway, been working on my room, Josh.
I'm working on my office too.
Cool. I ran out of room to put my boxes and stuff. I'm gonna throw them in the basement. Put them in a box. Boxes in a box.
What was that now? Sorry, I got a pop up on my computer. It distracted me.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
I gotta put my boxes in a box and get some more room. But I'm getting near the end game of getting all my shit opened and put it in case it's not posed correctly. Of course, just kind of get it off the floor.
How many more Hot Toys you can pick up?
None. I'm not buying any more Hot Toys. I think I'm done.
Yes, so he says.
Can you guys? I want to now. After all the stories that I've told you, all the things that I said. Oh, I got this. I got. How many Hot Toys do you guys think I have?
5.
How many?
I think you got like
5.
fucking like 15.
What do you say, Josh? 5?
5.
20.
Oh wow.
I was close.
Yeah.
Yep. I stood there and looked at him. I counted him. I'm like, holy shit! I have 20 Hot Toys. I was only supposed to have 2.
But I mean, also you didn't pay normal Hot Toys prices, so it's fine.
True.
Ugh. Pardon me.
Absolutely true.
Get that burp recorded.
Yes. And on that note, Josh, since you're the guest, well, let me ask Levy. Levy, you have anything in closing? Because usually you don't. So.
No, I got nothing.
Okay. Josh, you have anything in closing?
I'd smash Marissa.
Yeah. Hurt me, mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys talking about some fictional character again?
From Street Fighter.
Oh,
From the Street Fighter clip.
Yeah, fictional character. Got it. Josh, since you're the guest, you may say the magic closing words.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I'm so honored.
Get some banaka.
All right. Let me see if I get this right. All right.
Me.
Enough's enough. We're out.
Really? That's how you're gonna go? You're gonna go out?
That's how I'm doing it.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
Suck it.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. There it is.
I can do it seriously this time.
Well, it
Nah,
depends
the
on
moment's
what-
passed. Yeah, the moment's passed.
Yeah, the most.
All right. Enough's enough.